Blah, 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 blah. Hello! 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 Hi, sorry for being late. I lost my phone. I have no excuse. I lost my phone. I lost my phone. Salutations! Hello, salutations! I love this BGM. Yeah, I've been hearing in the background while I was setting up stream, and I was just like, wow, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Anyways, hello! Hi, everybody! Sorry that I was late. I went out of the house because I needed to do some stuff in real life. I needed to get a new hairbrush because the one that I was using had lint in it. I think my hair just has lint in it in general because I brushed my hair using the new hairbrush, and it had lint in it still. And then I got a new razor, and I got new deodorant because my deodorant was out. And then I went to the store, and I was like, this leave-in conditioner I got sucks. And they were like, no, it doesn't. You're just retarded. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, anyways. Hello! In the toilet? No, I did not drop my phone in the toilet this time. You please, you need to shower. I did yesterday. I showered yesterday, actually. Hello. It's time for more Song of Saya. I'm so excited. I love this game so much. Proper hygiene? That doesn't make sense. I'm an imposter. I've been replaced. Yesterday I was sneaking around in vents. Call me imposter among us. Sus. For shower of the year yesterday. Yeah. Anyways, hello. It's me, Lou Channel. Hello. How have your guys' days been going so far? Mine's been pretty productive. I had a bagel. Then I did all that. And now I've been working on stuff. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about it, but I got some pretty big stuff in the works. I'm excited, chat. I'm very excited. Pretty good, thanks. Good. I'm glad that your day has been good. I'm glad. Had a cup of tea for lunch. That's very delicious. I hope your cup of tea was good. Cleaning out a room to have a family member move in. Oh my gosh. That's good. I feel like cleaning, at least to me nowadays, is very therapeutic. I really enjoy it, and I'll listen to YouTube while cleaning, and it's just kind of like this nice thing that you get to do, you know. Block out my work day, so hard to say. You know what? Fair enough. But yeah, I hope you all have been having a good day so far. But today we're gonna be playing some Song of Saya again. Yippee! Oh, why the music stop? I am so excited to be playing this again. We are going to load save file. Yeah. I am so excited to be playing Song of Saya again. Yippee! Dude, I was gonna yap about something. That's the thing, is that, like, I will try to find stream topics to yap about, and I just completely forget them by the time I get to stream. It's kind of annoying, honestly, to be honest with you. So I think I'm just gonna head straight into Song of Saya, if that's cool. Is that cool, chat? Can we just head straight into more Saya gaming? We're straight Saya gaming? Is that cool? Yeah, about the Trump Gold card. Oh god, I don't even know what that is. I think I'm like out of the loop on that one. I'm out of the loop. I don't know. 5 million green card? Oh, is that him like selling, or him? I don't know. I don't know. I hate politics. God, I hate politics. Anyway, I'm gonna be a fence sitter, and I'm gonna say I don't care. They're all retards. They're all retards that want to suck your blood and kill babies. Okay. Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry for being. I was gonna talk about this. Okay, I figured out what I was gonna talk about. I lost my phone because while I was out shopping, I left it in my car. So I had to go run out to my place where I keep my car, and I had to go get it, and then I had to run all the way back. And then it was like, because I thought I had it. Me, a political extremist. It's okay, chat. I love you guys and your political extremism. It's quirky and awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and start Sayaing. We're going to go ahead and start Sayaing. Hold on. I'm going to turn on my LEDs really quick. Here we go. It's a bit dark in here. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. I should do the lighting. Wait. Hold on. Settings? Ah, here we go. God, now that I'm like cool. Oh, I'm dark. I'm dark now. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. What happened to me? Yosuke's awareness returns slowly as though rising through a bog. Okay, for those of you who are not caught up, a thing attacked the neighbor whose name is Yosuke. He's cold. No, hot. Something itches like tepid tongues and cold slugs crawling over his skin. What the hell's going on? Timidly, he opens his eyes. Ugh, what the fuck? Hell no. Wah. It's everywhere. That thing attacked him in his living room. It's everywhere. Tepid tongues is insane. True. Me when I'm from the something church that speaks in tongues. Me and my tepid tongues. So it's him too. Apparently that's how you get it? Huh, that's weird. Interesting. Terror shatters Yosuke's sanity. Ah! Wow! Zoink, Scoob! He throws off the thing lying atop him, but his wild flailing sends him crashing to the floor. But is it really the floor? The long, wriggling fibers of what should be the carpet are winding themselves around his fingers. I've seen this in an ecchi before. Chat, you know what pisses me off? You know what pisses me off? When I'm on N-hentai trying to find good doujinshi. When I'm trying to find good doujin. And I'll be looking, I'll be scrolling, and I'm like, I'm too lazy to read in Japanese. We'll just find an English one, right? And then I'll be looking for English ones, and then I'll look, and it's like, oh, it's labeled as English, and then it's fucking Chinese! And then it's Chinese! Give them their own filter! Give the Chinese their own filter! I want English! Ah, man. Okay, sorry. Panda. I see. Sad panda. I actually don't know what that is. I was just using in hentai. I don't know. Panda. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. The floor is made out of worms. Hitomi and Normie. Yes! In the realm of doujin reading, yes, I am a normie. I don't read that much doujin. I do not read that much doujin. Oh, sinful. Yeah. I don't read that much doujin. Although, I'll tell you what. Sorry to keep interrupting Song of Sai. We'll get to it in a second. Let me yap. Last night, I was on a Discord call with some friends, and one of them was like, hey, I'm gonna be funny and put on High School DxD. And I was watching High School DxD with the group, and I was like, why is this actually kind of peak? Why is this actually really good? See, I was brainwashed. I thought High School DxD was just bad ecchi. No, it's good ecchi. Like, the plot is good. I don't know, I was only like 2 episodes in, but it was really good for some reason. I was like really liking it, and the dub was really funny, so I was like, what the fuck? Everyone has lied to me. This is actually good. And Kino, what? So I think I'm gonna finish watching High School DxD. I think I'm gonna finish watching High School DxD after a stream today. Okay, sorry. Okay. The floor is made of worms. My brain is also made of worms. Never be finished because the mangaka died? I don't think so. People lie to you on the internet. I mean, I don't know. I always feel like I hear people saying, well, it's ecchi, so you shouldn't watch it. And it's like, okay, well, I don't want to watch porn. But I guess ecchi and hentai are different. I don't know. Anyways, it was really good. It was better than I was expecting it to be. But then again, I also love High School of the Dead. That's like one of my favorite animes, so I don't know, I'm not surprised that I like this too, you know? He tears his limbs free of the worms as he tries to stand, but loses his balance and tumbles to the floor again. The worms immediately swarm over his body. Where am I? Where did that thing take me? Yosuke crawls across the worm-ridden floor towards the only exit from the pulsating room. When he gets outside, however, all he can see is blood, bile, and rotten meat. There's no place to run. What is this? Most terrifyingly of all, this hellish place has the same layout as Yosuke's house. In a half-mad daze, he wanders through the nightmarish mockery of his home. In the small room where his studio should be, he finds an easel made of bones displaying a blood-soaked canvas. Like some sort of cruel joke, everything is exactly where it would be in Yosuke's studio. Damn it, let me out! Let me out of here! Howling, Yosuke lashes out against everything within reach. The easel of bone shatters, driving splinters into his fist. He feels the pain, but he does not wake from the nightmare. If this isn't a dream, then what is it? When his strength gives out, Yosuke falls to his knees, sobbing. For the first time in his life, he prays. Oh, hell no. What the fuck is that CG? Later seasons fall off? No! What the hell? The sound of the door opening and closing grates on his ears. Downstairs, the front door. Someone else here. Yosuke trembles at the blood-curdling sound. It's that thing again. The monster has returned. Uh-oh. Yosuke hears the sound of something slimy sloshing its way up the stairs. Even as he cowers in terror, he slides his trembling hand across the floor and grabs one of the bones from the broken easel. The tip of the bone is nice and sharp. If he holds it in both hands and puts his weight behind it, he might be able to use it to defend himself. It's in like meat from Fine Sauce. I've never watched Fine Sauce. Thank you though. The monster's growls are getting closer. Holding his breath, Yosuke presses his back against the wall next to the door. The pounding of his heart is like thunder in his ears, so loud that he fears the creature might hear it. He knows it will eat him if he finds him again, but it's all he can do to keep from crying. At last, the door creaks open. Yosuke leaps on the creature as it enters, fear turning his roar into a high-pitched scream. The flesh piece is covered in sludge and vile juices, but before horror can paralyze him, Yosuke brings down his bone stake, stabbing down. The monster screams as the stake pierces its chest and punches through to the other side. It falls back, writhing in agony. The sight of its pain sets Yosuke's blood on fire. I can win. I can kill it. If I finish it off before it enters my head again, I'm safe. Yosuke grabs the bone and twists it with all his might. The monster convulses and gurgles, its trembling tentacles reaching up as though begging for help. Die! 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 Yosuke knocks it to the floor, then brings his heel crashing down on its flopping body again and again. With each stomp, its groans and spasms grow weaker. When the monster at last stops twitching, Yosuke, panting hard, tears the stake from its corpse and rises to his feet. Okay, so he just killed his wife. Awesome. Daddy! Something squeals. Oh no! Oh no. Yosuke turns around to see another smaller monster peeking out at him from the stair landing. There's still one left. His desperate, rage-filled attack both exhilarated him and gave him a taste for violence. This one will be easier. It's smaller and weaker. Grinning maniacally, Yosuke raises his stake and moves it towards the second creature. The monster flees down the stairs, screaming. How far in this game did you get again, Looper? I think I made it past this part, but not by much. I remember this part very vaguely. Not very clearly. Like, I remember that the neighbor thing happened, but I thought he just got eaten and died. I don't remember this part, really. Not about to let his prey escape, Yasuke roars and gives chase. The thought of killing the monsters might end. This nightmare feeds his savage bloodlust. Oh, Daddy! Oh, Daddy, no. Is this cannibalism? Oh, yeah, we're getting there. When the monster trips and falls in the dining room, Yasuke leaps on top of it and brings the steak crush. Did you get to the part where Saya gets jealous? No. No. His bloodlust unsated, he pulls it free, then drives it again into the monster's flesh. Once, twice, 3 times, and more, until there's nothing left but shredded, pulverized meat. Uh-oh. Oh, you haven't reached the worst part. No spoilers! No spoilers. Eventually, the only sound in the house is Yasuke's heavy breathing. He has slain 2 monsters, but the nightmare shows no sign of ending. Yasuke staggers to the front door and goes outside. The city, the sky, everything has gone mad. Oppenheimer spoilers, they test a Duke. Dude. What? You're kidding. Everything has gone mad. Twisted shapes, nauseating colors, stinking air. There's no escape, no end to the nightmare. The last remnant of Yasuke's sanity vanishes like a dust in the wind. Hi, mister. Yasuke turns to the sound of a girl's voice. Saya! Oh my god! Hi, Saya! Oh my god, Saya! Hi! Oh my god, Saya! Oh my god! Hi, Saya! Hi! She's standing in front of the house next door and wearing a spotless one-piece over her pure white skin. In the midst of this filth-ridden world, she alone glows with beauty. How do I look to you, mister? You're very cute. Yasuke feels a sudden black lust rise within him. I'm sorry. What? Really? Then the experiment might be a success. Yasuke walks up to the strangely jubilant girl and brushes his hand against her long, smooth hair. Ooh. I mean, me too, but like, it's only okay when I do it. Ugly bastard isn't exactly in the tags that I prefer. But that's interesting. So Saya did that on purpose? Well, now I'm wondering, if Saya went up to Fuminori in the hospital and did that to him on purpose. Such a lovely girl. You must be the only one in the whole world. Mister? She looks up at the man towering over her, perhaps disturbed by his hungry stare. How about we play a game, girl? Okay, but what are we gonna do? Uh-oh. A grin parts Yasuke's lips and he replies, everything that will please me, of course. Oh. Okay. What happened to him? Did he just become a cunny rapist? Uh-oh. Man kills wife and daughter, instantly goes outside to rape Cunny. That's crazy. That's nuts, bro. With that, he grabs the girl's collar and tears the front of her dress wide open. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, I think there's some people arguing outside. I can hear them really loudly. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna just ignore that and continue on. That's odd. Anyways, we're just continuing. We're just gonna continue. Turn that up? Is it not loud enough? Ah. Tell us what they're arguing about. I don't know. I can't hear it, but they're arguing. I can hear them. I don't know if it's like a serious argument or should the Lord be on standby? Lorb is ready for deployment at any time. Just in time to see the siren. Shock and fear twist the lovely girl's delicate features, stimulating Yasuke's sadism. Even after killing those two monsters, the embers of violence still smolder in his heart. And now they have a new fuel to burn. Oh, I like that expression on you. Won't you show me an even prettier one? No! No! The terrified girl flees into the Sakisaka house. Yasuke runs after her, feeling the joy of the hunt. Oh dear. No! Stay away! It should be censored. I'm playing the Steam version. Even in desperation, she has no hope of outrunning his longer stride. She should just run faster. Yasuke charges down the hallway and catches up to her in the kitchen. He grabs her from behind and wrestles her to the floor before she can resist. Yeah, it's censored. We're all good. Let me go! Why? Why are you doing this? Perfect. Isn't it beautiful, chat? Isn't it beautiful? Like I said, because you're too cute. I think he's just going crazy because of the spell that Saya put him under. Can't you just tentacle his brain out? I don't know. Saya, didn't you get him to kill his wife and daughter? True. She antagonized. She aggroed on enemy territory. Enjoying the sensation of her thin arms struggling to futilely against his grip, Yasuke uses his weight to hold her down while ripping off her remaining scraps of clothing. No! I don't want this! Stop! Yasuke stares at the smooth, perfect body of the girl flopping beneath him. The thought of violating such an immaculate creature amid the horrors of this twisted world is irresistibly erotic. I can't read this seriously. It'll just make me uncomfortable. Yasuke runs his tongue over her stomach and chest as though preparing to eat her whole. She stiffens and whimpers at the sensation. Subtle commentary, the power of whoa! It isn't supposed to be this way. Her tear-choked voice satisfies Yasuke's lust for conquest. This nightmare has violated him, but now he is able to visit the same torment on this innocent girl. Where he was the victim, he is now the victimizer. The release he feels is intoxicating. No, stop! I am scared! Fuminori! I haven't even done anything yet. Putting his mouth close to the sobbing girl's ear, Yasuke whispers, "If you're this scared already, how will you scream when I put it in you?" Stop! Help me, Fuminori. Uh-oh. Honey rape. Thank you, Gen Urobachi. Yep. As always, the sights of the city grate on my nerves. Today, however, I don't feel as much hatred as I usually do. Oh my god, hatred? The video game? No way. I love that game. I've grown more accustomed to my condition, but that is not the reason for today's high spirits. My search of the Ogai house has finally borne fruit. When I pulled all the drawers out of my desk in the study, I found an envelope stuck between the desk and the wall. It must have fallen off the back of the writing tray. Inside were 3 outdoor paragraphs. I couldn't recognize the scenery due to my condition, but I'm pretty sure that they showed the 3 buildings. Scrawled on the back of each photo was an address: Nagano Prefecture, M Village; Tochigi Prefecture, S Town; Shizuoka Prefecture, H Town. H Town? Yasuke is taking side at H Town right now, if you know what I mean. None of the names are familiar, so they must be way out in the countryside. The photos are all dated more than 10 years ago. I don't know why they were taken or what they mean, but maybe Saya will be able to make some sense of them. In any case, this is something that even Saya missed while she was living in that house. I wonder how she'll react when I show her what I found. Saya. I want so badly to see her. The thought of her waiting for me speeds my footsteps. When I step through the gate, I see that the front door is wide open. This is the second time this has happened. Upon entering the house, however, the sound of Saya crying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on, wait. What the fuck? Upon entering the house this time, however, the sound of Saya crying chills my blood. And it's not just her. I also hear a low, wet grunting. Oh, what? There's no time to take off my shoes. I race down the hallway, propelled by a terrifying premonition. Oh no. Oh dear. I would like to see Saya getting tentacle raped. But not by a Yasuke. Just by, like, an unidentified tentacle. I think that'd be fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. A monster's in my house and it's attacking Saya. Filth oozing from its body spreads across her skin as it moves with animal ferocity. It's a crazy thing to say, Lou. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. By you? Yes, by me. She looks at me with tear-filled eyes and calls my name in a weak, breathless voice. Eleanor. Help. Rage erupts inside me like black lava. The monster stops gorging itself on Saya's body and turns its head to look at me. Surprised by my own composure, I slip past it and grab the meat cleaver sitting next to the sink. With a moment's hesitation, I slash at the monster's face. Huge! Fuminori win! 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 We love Fuminori! We love Fuminori! Yeah, protect your wife. Protect your weird eldritch horror wife. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no Nidorare here. Just based killing. Fuminori coin to skyrocket. Yeah. Bye, 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 bye. Hey, that's my lolly. It screams and staggers away from Saya. My attack must have been blinded it because it flails its tentacles wildly as it tries to drive me away. My bloodlust still unsated, I calmly seize one of the appendages and plunge my weapon twice more into its quivering flesh. The blade enters its body with fascinating ease. Each strike sprays my face with its blood. Holy shit, he's so cool. Oh my god, Fuminori. Holy based, based. As I carve the monster to pieces and savor its hideous screams, my mind is finally consumed by rage. No mercy. I'll see this monster suffer for what it's done to Saya. I give myself to the fury, howling at the top of my lungs as I slash and slash and slash and slash. Even after the flesh beast stops moving, I keep slashing until I realize that it can no longer feel pain. Cursing myself for killing it so quickly, I stab the cleaver into the floor, snapping it in half. Thank you, Andy. I mean Fuminori. I'm saying they have to have... I need to see an Andy crash out in Coffin. I need someone to try to do something to Ashley, and I want to see him crash out over it. I think that'd be really cool. Clearly is a type. Yeah, you think so? You think so? Adrenaline isn't a hell of a drug. True. But personally, I like 18 pounds of crack better. Desire gain forbidden knowledge. Oh, God. Happens in the next chapter of Coffin. I do, too. I do, too. The fandom's pissing me off again, but I still love Coffin. Like this type of something? Yeah. Like, if Ashley gets sexually assaulted, I want to see Andy crash the fuck out and, like, kill the guy. I think that would be really romantic. You can't lie that that's, like, kind of a romantic thing. Like, imagine what, like, it's like a hero complex thing. Like, going in and saving your girl. You know? It would be very romantic, in my opinion. When my thoughts finally begin to regain some cohesion, I find myself still digging the broken knife into the floor. The monster is gone, but pieces of it are scattered everywhere. I stop cutting into the tile, and in the sudden silence I hear Saya's faint sobs coming from a corner of the kitchen. He actually saves his girl and kills the fuck, yeah. Oh. We're coughing. It's another update. Yeah. Oh, Saya. Oh no! They added the little la la la's, but it's sad. No, no. What the fuck? Saya. I pull the cowering Saya into my arms. She stiffens in fear at first, but as soon as she realizes that it's me, she clings to my body and cries. Oh god, the voice acting is so fucking heartbreaking. Holy shit. Oh god. It's sort of funny when you realize her true form. Yeah. Oh man. Fuminori. Fuminori. I was scared. I was so scared. I don't know what to say. I can only keep holding her. This should have never happened to Saya. Everything in this twisted world is to blame. Yes, including myself. I couldn't protect her. If I'd been here, then maybe I could have prevented this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She says again and again in a voice choked with tears. Not wanting to hear that from her, I pull her head into my chest. Don't say that, Saya. It's not your fault. I try to reassure her, but she shakes her head vigorously in denial. No. No, it is. I did it. I don't understand. What is she saying? You did... what? I messed with his brain, she answers, glancing at the dismembered monster with her swollen eyes. I made the inside of his head the same as yours. I made him see the world like you do. It takes me some time to understand the meaning of Saya's words. What? But how? Finally regaining her composure, Saya responds to my confusion in a low voice. I can do stuff like that. I can change the bodies of other living things. I've had this ability since I was born. Every organism is different, so I have to study them in detail before I know how to change them. By doing some research, I figured out what happened to her brain. So, I wanted to see if I could do the same thing to someone else. But why? I thought that if everyone were like you, they would all be kind to me. Oh. Oh, that's... oh. Saya. Oh, Saya. Oh, wow, that kind of stings a bit. That stings. Low-key, that stings. Oh, this poor girl. My heart aches at the loneliness in her voice as she confesses her sorrowful wish. But that man... he wasn't kind at all. He said he wanted to hurt me, break me, and he... She starts crying into my chest again, unable to say any more. I gently rub her back while trying to get my jumbled thoughts together. What is Saya that she can do such a thing? The answer is beyond me. However, there is one thing I can answer here and now. Hold on. Pulled a global blue archive sensor with the zoom. True. Saya's mistaken. You think that I'm kind to you because of the accident? Yeah. She nods sadly. I smile and shake my head. You're wrong. That was only the beginning. Our relationship is the sum of so much more. The time you and I have spent together, those days, those experiences, are what made us what we are. Fuminori. You've been there for me, Saya, sharing my pain, giving me hope and joy. That's how you became so important to me. See? It's harder than you think. Saya's still crying, but now her tears feel warm against my chest. Yeah. I finally understand. Her smile shines through her tears. I only have you, Fuminori. There will never be anyone else. Now more than ever before, I feel the depth of the bond between us. I'm sure Saya feels it too. I wrap my arms tightly around her and seal her lips with mine. Saya responds, winding her arms around my neck as our tongues desperately seek each other's warmths. At this moment, Saya is my whole world, and I am hers. The earth turns for us alone. Of course. I still haven't told her something very important. I don't know why I never said it before. Perhaps because it was always so obvious. Social lingering. Oh God. Oh God. However, I should put it into words at least once, this oath of mine. Saya, Wait. She stops me with a finger against my lips. Before that, Fuminori, tell me one thing. What is it that you want? What do I want? Saya nods, staring into my eyes with unusual solemnity. It's funny. Yeah, I think that's what he wants. I think you're right. Like I said, I can affect the bodies of living things in a way that nothing else can. And now that I've learned how to manipulate human brains... Saya pauses and takes a deep breath before continuing. I can turn you back to normal. What? Until now, that hasn't even been in the realm of possibility. I just have to do the opposite of what I did to that man. It's really simple. I replay Saya's words in my head to be sure of their meaning. So tell me, Fuminori, do you want to return to your old life? Do you want to take back what you lost in the accident? What the fuck? Alright. This is where I chose for my first playthrough. I want it all back. Like a loser! So we don't need it anymore. We only need Saya. We only need Cunny Wife. We don't need it anymore. Just Saya, just Saya, just Saya, just Saya, just Saya. On that terrible day when I first opened my eyes after the accident, what would my answer have been? When I think back on this many years from now, will I wish that my answer today had been different? Well, let's all love Saya. True. Me taking Saya to Siberia. It doesn't matter. Here, at this moment, there is no doubt in my mind. Who was that? I asked Saya, looking at the unidentifiable pieces of the monster. The man living next door. I don't know his name. Oh. Mr. Suzumi. He was hardly a stranger. We've been neighbors for as long as I can remember. I'd go as far to say we were on good terms before the accident. And now I've killed him with my own two hands. I feel a little. Mr. Suzumi, the kindly painter who lived next door, is but a distant memory. The pieces of meat around me belong to a creature whose mere existence was nauseating. Only by killing the vermin could I find relief. He complained about my yard being filthy, the swine. It doesn't matter what Saya did. He wasn't worth keeping alive anyway. These are my honest feelings. My hands are wet with another man's blood, and yet I am utterly calm. Now that I know what I lost in the accident. Saya says that I can take it back, but I know that I cannot. It is gone forever, like the life of the man called Suzumi. Hey, Saya. No doctor could possibly fix my condition, you know.
Fuminori.
You can do what no human is capable of. You're not even human, are you? Saya looks away, her expression unreadable. Everything is monstrous and loathsome in my eyes, everything but Saya. I thought she was somehow unique. I was wrong. I see her just as I do everything else, as something other than what she really is. But why should that surprise me? Saya is a part of my world just as I am a part of hers. It doesn't change what we are to each other. I stand and walk over to Suzumi's dismembered corpse. I read this manga once, about a man who recovered from an accident only to find that he could no longer see the world as it was. Kind of like me. I finally realized that even though the stench of this monster's flesh turns my stomach, their blood and guts smell pretty good. In fact, I know the fragrance quite well. He saw people as rocks, and robots as beautiful women. And so he fell in love with something that wasn't even remotely human. I retrieve the cleaver and pick up a piece of Suzumi's body and start removing the skin and tendons. Just as I thought. The stuff underneath is exactly the same as Sai and I've been eating. Hey, this looks pretty good. Let's eat it.
Fuminori.
Oh, sorry. You are in no mood for that now, are you? Now that it's dead, though meat is meat. It'd be a waste to throw it away. We should get it in the fridge.
Is that alright with you?
Sure, I answer easily. There is no longer any room for doubt in my mind. Also, his wife and daughter are probably next door. They might cause trouble when he doesn't come home. We'd better hunt them down before they go to the police.
Is that really what you want?
Saya asks again, this time with a trace of fear in her voice. I guess I still haven't convinced her of my sincerity. So at the end of this manga, the man fell for something inhuman and gives up his own humanity for the sake of their love. Oh, it's romantic, it's so cute. A happy ending, don't you think?
Fuminori.
You're all I need now, Saya. Nothing else matters as long as we're together. Tossing the knife and meat aside, I pull Saya into my arms once more. I can say it now, can't I? Saya, I love you. Time to finish the wife and kid. As Saya wipes away the tears flowing from her eyes, I can no longer see any hint of fear in her face.
I don't want you to regret this. I don't, but...
I've sworn my oath, and Saya has accepted it. We have nothing to fear now. Saya will never need to cry again.
I can't help it. I'm so happy. I guess I'm pretty selfish, aren't I?
I don't mind. I'll always indulge in your selfishness. Oh. Filled with contentment, we exchange a smile and set to the task of cleaning the room. Oh. A single person produces a lot more meat than I expected. Speaking of which, I seem to remember doing something similar before.
About his wife and daughter. I think he killed them. I heard their screams.
Well, that makes things easier. After we finish here, we should go gather the meat from Suzumi's house. That should be enough to hold us for a while, and we can use the refrigerator to store what won't fit in ours. It's all coming together. Sai and I will be just fine.
They're so cute! They're so cute!
I think I recognize this picture. After we finish our labors and get into bed, I show Saya what I found in guy's house. Actually, hold on. You know what? We're gonna take a break from reading really quickly because I'm gonna take a sip of water. Hold on. Now married? True. No, because listen. Like, that's so adorable. If you think about it in the context of... If you're ignoring all the red flags and you're thinking about it in the context of she is this unimaginable, horrible monster. And Fuminori knows that and he's just accepting her for the way that is. That's very sweet. That's a very sweet way to read it. You know? It's like, Saya, you may be a disgusting tentacle monster, but I've had some of the best months of my life with you. So, I love you, bitch. You know? You feel me? Water with no flavor? No. I have, hold on. I have Mio Energy Black Cherry. Featuring water, citric acid, caffeine, less than 2% of taurine, guarana extract, ginseng extract, niacinamide, vitamin B3, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, natural flavors, sucralose, and sulfame potassium sweeteners, sodium citrate, potassium citrate, gum arabic, sucrose, acetate, isobutrate, blue 1, red 40, red 40, potassium, and potassium sorbate preservative. For 0 calories per 3/4 teaspoon. Is there calories if you have more than that? It says there's no calories. Clearly, she can't be worse than an actual woman. True. Lou, everything looks good when you do that. Well, okay, but like, if you consider cannibalism, I think you can ignore the cannibalism and her like baiting people into dying. You can ignore it because she's nice to you specifically. And if your wife is nice to you specifically, then why does it matter if she's nice to anybody else? If she loves, that just means she loves you and you only, you know? That just means that your wife loves you and you only. So there's no reason to ever get jealous or get angry at her because you know she'll never cheat. It's kind of like how it's kind of keeping her in check too, because imagine if everybody else thinks that she's a disgusting flesh monster, that means you can manipulate her into loving you and you specifically, and and you can be like, Saya, you can't fucking leave me because no one else is gonna love you the way I do. And then you can be like, and then you can like beat the fuck out of her and everything, even if she does anything wrong. Yeah, Sigma grind set. Yeah, you think about it. If you can convince her to rely on her entirety of her self-esteem around you, and then that way, whenever you eventually beat the fuck out of her, because what else are wives for but to beat the fuck out of? You could be like, hehehe, you can't leave me, bitch. I'm the only one in this world who will fucking love your filthy, disgusting body. And this is what we call expert grooming. I'm an evil manipulator who controls everything from behind the scenes. Emotional manipulation. Ashley tried the same thing, saying she was the only one Andrew could talk to in chapter 1. Yeah, exactly. It's romantic. It's romantic. Chat, you'd be surprised. Women are into really fucking toxic things. I dare you guys to go into a Barnes & Noble YN book section and just go pick out a random book, and it's probably going to be toxic. You seem to have a lot of experience with grooming. Oh yeah, I do, boys. Oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, baby. Get her beer bottle and a tank top and she's ready. I think it's mostly because whenever I roleplay, like on forums and stuff using my OCs, I usually tend to roleplay as like big masculine men. And so I like to abuse the power that I get from being a socially normal, attractive male. So I've learned how to manipulate other people by roleplaying. Farm my grooming stat like it's RuneScape. Yeah. How high is your grooming stat, chat? Did you are you building the groomer build? See, the thing is that I can't get groomed as a VTuber because I'm already the expert at grooming. Training for the real thing, but expert I can't get the lint out of her hair. By abusing the beast. Words cannot convey the amount of side I'm It's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. It's a joke. Except get groomed or become the groomer in VTubing. Yeah. So become the groomer. Become the alpha groomer with the beer bottle and messy tank top that you were meant to be. I just farted and it smells really fucking bad. Look at this grooming experience. It's a joke. It's a joke, bro. Unless I have this thing that I do where I'm like, hey friend name. It just, you can insert whatever friend name that you need to. This is gonna sound really fucked up. This is gonna be really fucked up. Like, for example, I have this one friend and we'll go out for coffee sometimes and we'll sort of alternate between who buys who what. But if I'm really broke one week and we go out for coffee that week, I'm like, hey friend who I love so ever dearly, did you know that you mean the world to me and that you're my bestest friend in the whole wide world? It's obviously a joke, but still. Sir victims can only get you so far. Okay, don't actually groom people. Do not manipulate people. Don't do that. Gotcha. So you want the latte then? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Manipulate people. Do not manipulate people. Do not manipulate people. That is bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. All right. Let's go back to Saya. Oh God. Okay. After we've, I think I already read that. How often do you employ the law of reciprocity technique? The law of reciprocity technique? What the fuck is that? I don't know. I'm not a dickhead, so I'll usually pay her back. Can't drop. You can't drop when without them attempting to Minecraft themselves. Like kill themselves? I don't know. I'm actually not that crazy. I swear. Ever since I've been put on medication, I've been a lot better. That's nuts. I would not know. I haven't been with any crazy women. I haven't been with anyone in general. I wish. X to doubt. Okay. Alright. So I will manipulate. No! My reverse psychology is working. Master manipulator. I'm basically Levi Ackerman. Did you take your candies today, Lou? No, I did not, actually. Thank you for reminding me. I should take those before we continue. Let me take my meds so I don't start seeing Saya and Fuminori in real life. Hold on. Crazy woman they've been with. Gotcha. No! Yay! I love sertraline! Here, chat. I'm gonna give you some crazy good advice, okay? I'm gonna give you some amazing advice. Do you want a girlfriend? Do you guys want a girlfriend? Okay. Let me give you this crazy fucking advice, alright? Okay. Alright. Go to ASP on 4chan. Go to ASP on 4chan. Find a new streamer, VTuber on there who has one viewer. Instantly start love bombing her. Make sure that she's from a third world country and offer her lots of gifts. Make sure that she's mentally ill and that her parents do not love her, etc., etc. And then groom. I think I'm a bad person. I think I'm a bad person. Thought ASP was alternative sports board. No, it's aspiring VTubers. Well, bro, speaking from experience, doctors hate her for revealing this crazy tip. No, I'm only saying that because I've seen a lot of VTubers get groomed like that, like dead ass. Like they'll just have people come in their DMs and then start offering them like exorbitant amounts of like money and gifts and stuff. And then they feel like they have to reciprocate that with like some type of relationship, right? And you'd be surprised. It happens quite frequently. I know I was watching a video from Rima Evanstar earlier today about Cometa Live. It was a Filipino VTuber agency, and one of the people in Cometa, after months of saying no to their CEO pressuring for a relationship, she finally said yes, and the relationship got so bad, she developed pre-diabetes, and after being pressured, here, let me explain this to you because it was actually so insane. It was so fucking insane. Okay. She was diagnosed with pre-diabetes, and she was on like birth control pills or whatever. And the fucking guy, her doctor was like, dude, you need to get off these birth control pills or you're gonna fucking develop diabetes. Was he a feeder or something? No. Like type 2 diabetes, the type that you get from not being fat. Type 1 is the type that you get from being fat. Type 2 is the type that you get hereditarily, I think. Or like from your hormones being fucked up or whatever. Anyways, in any case, or maybe it's type 2. I don't know. Whatever. Other way around. Oh shit, I have it backwards. Oh. Oops. Okay, well then apparently she developed type 2 diabetes. Is insulin resistance. I see. Okay, sorry, my bad. Well, I believe the one that she developed was type 2, but basically, she went to her doctor and they were like, yeah, you're pre-diabetic and you need to get off these birth control pills that you're taking right fucking now, or else you're gonna go into diabetic shock and you're gonna fully develop type 2 diabetes. And so the VTuber who in this agency was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And then she goes back and tells the CEO guy, hey, man, we can't do that. And he was like, no, I want to cream pie you. You can't stop taking the birth control pills. And then she's like, oh, whatever, fuck, man. And then she literally just develops type 2 diabetes. She develops type 2 diabetes because of it. Fucking insane. Fucking insane, by the way. 2V grooming is so yesterday. Pinoy developed the start of the VTubing company's strat. True. Wait, what? Yeah, she developed type 2 diabetes. She developed type 2 diabetes because of it. It's low-key fucked up. And then she had to graduate. I think it was something like she had deafness in her right ear, developed type 2 diabetes, and had a fucking stroke. Like, shit was rough, bro. Shit was rough. I feel so bad for that poor girl. I feel so bad for her. Anyways, let's continue a Song of Saya. Maybe don't groom people. I have a very brave take to say. Grooming people, bad. You should not groom people. Emotionally manipulating people is bad. Starting a VTubing company and writing loot. No! VTubing corporals are scams anyways. VTubing corporals are scams. They're scams. I don't care. There's no reason to join a company that is not Hololive, to be honest. Grooming is representation, except when I do it. Yeah, except when I do it. It's funny when I do it, but when you guys do it, it's fucked up. And pill form screws up your body. Not that she was the bad guy there. No, I think it's just like a big pharma thing. Even FaZe. FaZe is such a hard question because I like FaZe Connect. I love them even, and I watch them even more than Hololive these days, but I just don't know. Grooming a 5-view instead. You know what? I admire you from going straight to bronze to fucking grandmaster. I admire the grind. Might need to tell Minecraft YouTubers. True. All right. Let's go back to Song of Saya. It looks familiar. Yeah, I've definitely been there before. The photograph that Saya has selected is the one with a Tochigi prefecture address on the back. That's a house, right? I see trees and mountains. 100 views is the esports league. Oh god. Ooh, ow. It's on my ear. Alright. Cut.
Yeah. Wow, Fuminori. You can see pictures now?
A little. At the outset of my ordeal, I had to depend entirely on the sense of distance to decipher what I saw. The houses in front of me, the mountains far behind them, the clouds high above. Only the distance and scale told me what they were. Double tap, true. Photographs and other... look at this graph! And the other flat images used to be nearly impossible to make out. Recently, however, I've gotten better at understanding what things are by their shape. I know what mountains in the sky look like, for instance, and how to tell them apart from buildings. Each of the 3 pictures shows a similar scene, a lone house in the middle of a thick forest.
Dad called it his retreat. He said no one would find us there.
Of his perks, being able to connect with your audience is way easier this hope our bunny. True. Sorry to keep yapping, but I agree. I think that if I had to choose the perfect size for streaming, it would be like maybe a 4 view. It would be low 4 view, high 3 view, I think. Because at that point, you know everyone in your audience, but you're still big enough to have kind of an influence, you know? Reach triple digits one day. Yeah, me too. It would be nice to be able to be bigger streamer. It would be nice to be a bigger streamer solely for the fact that it would justify spending more time on streaming, if that makes sense. I think the only reason that I would ever try to join a corpo in my current state as it is, because I'm very happy with where I am now, I'm very, very happy, is editing. Because I really need to get people to edit my content. I'm so bad at editing, and editing takes forever. And I think if I just pushed out the right videos, my content would be it would spread a lot better. But members after you make it big, oh god. You guys have too high hopes. I don't think I'll ever make it big. Too high hopes. Or B, like managerial. Or number 2, I guess, like managerial stuff, like just keeping me on track and giving me ideas for content. Big number, having regulars is good. True. That is true. It's always good to have an established audience, I would say. I definitely took the hard way around getting an established audience, I feel like. Because a lot of the time people build their audience by streaming specific games. And so when you're doing variety streams, it can be hard to build that core niche audience, you know? Quality versus quantity. True. All right. Judging by the address on the back of each photo, they are probably excellent places to hide from prying ears. But why 3? There's 100 that says niche. Don't let that discourage you, though. Yeah, of course not. I've been doing this for 2 years in April. And I have no plans of stopping anytime soon. None at all. I love streaming. It's something that I'm probably never going to give up. Not for a long time, at least. So, leave the rut if you overfocus as well. Pick a lane, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I had a friend that happened to. She focused too much in on one specific kind of content. And she would be a low 3 view whenever she focused in on that type of content. But whenever she chose to stream anything else, and I mean anything, instantly just one viewer. It was kind of sad, honestly. Almost half a year already since I got here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're old now. You're an old... The dates are pretty old, and it seems that they were all taken within a few days of each other. Maybe he was scouting properties, looking for the perfect location for his hideaway. Sai only recognizes one of the houses, so that must be the one Ogai picked. Checking the location on a road map of the Kanto area, I find that it's about 3 hours out of Tokyo by car. Do you think your father will be there?
I tried calling him, but he didn't answer. I don't think he's there.
But he might have stopped by recently. The way I see it, our only hope of finding Ogai is to follow whatever lead we have, no matter how small. The probability that his hideout will yield useful information may be low, but it's not 0. Oh, they had sex again. I think I'll check out this place tomorrow.
Do you have to?
Saya pouts. I wasn't expecting her to object. What? Thank you for the 420! What the fuck? Thank you, Namalist. Namlist? Namlist? Thank you for the 420! Arigato! Arigato! What the fuck? Thank you for the funny weed number money. Thank you for your tithe to the Lou PMC. Eldritch Abomination GF2. True. I love Eldritch Abomination Cunny. Click on your dream. Here's the grooming money. Wow, thank you! Thank you. I appreciate it, Lenim. I appreciate it, Lenim. I will use this money to groom impressionable teenagers into joining my PMC. Yippee! They'll join the war effort and die.
Isn't it far?
It'll only take about half a day to go there, check it out, and come back.
I have to stay home by myself while you're gone.
The good kind of grooming, true! Grooming, but to serve your country grooming. How do I get the chat GPT to do the grooming for me? I don't know, maybe you can make like a specific GPT for grooming. That'd be kind of crazy. Master Manipulator GPT. So that's what it is. Slightly exasperated, I smile and rub Saya's head. Be a little patient, okay? You want to find your father too, don't you? After a brief silence, during which her expression is hard to decipher, Saya looks up at me and says,
Hey, Fuminori. Let's forget about Dad.
Huh? That's the last thing I expected her to say. Groom maxing, yes. Forget about him, but he's your father. Aren't you worried?
Not anymore.
Saya says, coming closer to feel my warmth.
I have you now. I call him Dad, but he's not really my father. He taught me a lot and probably loved me in his own way, but you're kinder and warmer.
Atakai. Yasashikute atakai. Saya's words make me happy, but I also hear the loneliness in them. Are you really alright with that?
Yeah. You don't like it being just the two of us?
I do, but I also want to meet Dr. Ogai.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Having finally figured out how to explain my feelings, did he ever close the door, or is there just going to be like a shit ton of blood in his yard? After they butchered the neighbor, Yosuke. Having finally figured out how to explain my feelings, I continue. Oh, I accidentally closed the game. Oops. I want to get to know you better. If there's someone who knows more about you than I do, I have to meet them.
Oh.
Saya doesn't seem upset, but she does tilt her head quizzically, as though my thoughts are strange to her. And I want to... Yeah, I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. Another plan has started to form in my head, one separate from the search for Dr. Ogai. If I find the doctor there, great. If I don't, well, I can find another use for his mountain retreat. He kind of has a point, Loki. I know you'll be lonely, but try to bear it for a little while.
Okay.
She nods, then looks questioningly into my eyes.
Fuminori, you really want a family and friends, don't you? More people you can spend time with?
Saya, what are you suggesting? Saya no Uta copied Tikal 2 decades prior. True. Nemle's genius. Nemle's genius must be copied. World is a dystopia. 10,000 hussies dead. World is a fuck. Well, that would be more fun, yeah? She's about to do the worst thing ever. Fearing that Saya will start skulking, I hurriedly add, but don't get me wrong, even if I could have lots of friends, you'll always be special to me.
I know. Thanks.
Giggling, Saya rubs her cheek against mine.
I'll find something to make you happy. Something just for you.
Whoa. Today, all of Koji's classes were canceled in the morning. Oh. On his way to meet Yo for lunch after his final lecture, Koji suddenly gets a call in the middle of the hallway. Without thinking, he reaches to his belt for his new camera phone, but curses when he realizes that the ringtone is coming from the old cell phone in his bag. He hasn't transferred his contacts list yet, and calls still come to his old phone from people who don't know the new number. Shows up with a 5-year-old out of nowhere, true. When he finally fishes the phone from his bag, the name he sees on the display sent a chill up his spine. Fuminori. Uh-oh. Why now? What does he want? They refer to it as a camera phone. Yeah. Let that sink in. Cell phones with cameras were new when this game came out. Wow. It's hard to be happy about a call from Fuminori after the incident at the Ogai house. Hello? Hey, Koji. You're done with class for today, right? Yeah. Of course Fuminori would know that Koji's free on Thursday afternoons. I need to talk to you about something. Can you come to the parking lot? Now? Yeah, I'll be waiting. Fuminori hangs up without another word. What's gotten into him? What does he want? Koji wonders as he sticks his phone into his jacket pocket. The sudden change is disturbing after a week of Fuminori avoiding both Koji and Yo. Maybe he's finally ready to talk. In which case, Koji should probably consider this a good thing. However, he can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. Do not come alone. If there is a choice, don't come alone. True, true. Oh, we're in the mysterious alleyway. Awesome. Did I keep you waiting? Yeah. No. In the parking lot, Koji finds Fuminori leaning against the fender of Koji's car. Last time they met was in the darkness of an abandoned house. This is the first time in over a week that they've spoken face to face in the light. Perhaps this is why Koji senses something strange in Fuminori's expression. He's not sure what exactly, but something has changed. Bruh. He has like the lock-in stare. Oh god. He has the fucking Ryan Gosling look where he's just like, you know, what is that? It's like happiness, but it's like he's lost his humanity happiness. I drive. Yeah, Fuminori drives. I think I told you before that I'm looking for information on a man named Ogai. Yeah, I got that. Well, it's starting to get more complicated. It looks like I can't handle it by myself after all. Fuminori seems more relaxed than before. He used to be tense all the time, like he was terrified of something, but now his expression is calm. He's even wearing what resembles a sheepish grin. I need your help, Koji. Nevertheless, some instinct is telling Koji that Fuminori's changes are not for the better. That's so interesting. Fuminori doesn't have the little shine in his eyes, but Koji does. Obey these things called laws. Humans obey silly things called laws. Why do you let the silly lines on the road and silly signs tell you how you're allowed to drive in my car that I paid for? What happened to the idea of capitalism and private property, huh? If I'm driving my private property, I should be able to drive it how I wish. How I wish. Face of a man with nothing to lose and everything to gain. True, true. Why the sudden change of heart? Koji asks, keeping his expression neutral to conceal his suspicion. You're curious, aren't you? Fuminori responds coolly. His smile, unreadable as ever. Sorry, officer. My Captain Morgan says I can go however fast I desire. You know, I'll tell you what, chat. I've been on Instagram Reels more than ever recently, and I've been getting a lot of car crashes in my feed. I've been getting a shit ton of car crashes. And I think my favorite car crashes are where it's like, this was such a close accident. Thank God it didn't happen. And then the accident absolutely did happen, and everything's on fire, and there's 5 people dead. It's like, close call. And then it's like a car exploding into a plume of smoke and fire after being hit at like 80 miles per hour. I think those are my favorite videos. They're so funny for some reason. Listen, people dying in car crashes isn't funny, but watching the car go boom set to classical music is, okay? The government asking me about my purchase while there's screams coming from my basement. True. Seems like seeing a lot of fatal incidents takes the 4chan in my time. True. I remember back in my Little Pony days, I was looking for Fluttershy fan art. I think I was just looking for fan art of My Little Pony in general, and that led me to the depths of 4chan, and I was like, what the fuck is this website? And I think I went outside of the MLP board to random, to B, and I think I saw, like, so many gore threads. I was just like, what the fuck? One step away from becoming a lively gore girl. Does he know? Chat, does he know? Instacar crashes and takeover vids are funny. True. Normal says that if I'm a mentally sound person. Can I not have a good favorite car crash? Going to B was your first mistake. I was like 10! Apparently not. Lol, I ran a Tumblr blog about gore where I reposted gore, and I'm a mortician. Makes it worse, not better. Much worse, actually. Yeah. Alright. You searched Dr. Ogai's house after me. It's a waste of time for us to look for him separately. We should team up. Wait, Lulu, are you a mortician? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Normally the other way around, only children use B, and then they realize they want structure. Huh. Interesting. And gaming history explains a lot about your major. Thank you! Yay! Just create a Lou account in there so we can send you reels. I actually have an Instagram account already. It's under Angela Rayonnaut. The same thing as my Twitter handle. I was gonna put stuff on there eventually, but I've just been really busy. Maybe I'll do it later today and I'll just start posting stuff. The mortician assistant horror game. True. Why? Why does he sense malice thick and viscous lurking behind Fuminori's smile? She already played the mortuary assistant. Yep. Anyway, I need your car today. Mind driving? I guess not. Fuminori's car was destroyed in the accident, so Koji isn't surprised that he needs a lift. Why is their car backwards? Koji unlocks his car and gestures for Fuminori to take the passenger seat, then gets behind the wheel and starts the engine. Well, where are we going? North Tochigi, near Nasu Heights. Tochigi? Koji can't believe his ears. Here's the address, Fuminori says, handing Koji a photo with an address on the back. We need to find this building. He seriously expects to be driven over 100 kilometers and back? Koji doesn't know whether to be angry or impressed. If we leave now, we should get there by evening, right? Yeah. Maybe. Koji sighs heavily, tapping the steering wheel as he calms himself down. Now that he's come this far, the only thing he can do is see his friend's craziness through to the end. Based? This a vacation home or something? Probably. Dr. Ogai should be there. Koji isn't looking forward to meeting the owner of that creepy house, but he's even more uneasy about letting Fuminori go alone. It just looks like he has to grin and bear it. We might not get back until night. Sorry for the trouble. Don't mention it. Koji drives out of the parking lot, leaving the rest of what he thought to say unspoken. Fuminori's smile seems wrong somehow. Like a mask hiding his true face. A mask of my own face. I'd wear that. A mask of my own face. Yo finds herself sitting alone in the cafeteria, searching for a familiar face as her lunch cools on the table right in front of her. She was hoping to see Koji today, but he must have had other plans. That wouldn't be at all unusual. Normally, Omi and Fuminori would pick up the slack. But Omi and Fuminori aren't here anymore. Yo puts down her chopsticks, her appetite ruined by the lack of company, and by the anxiety eating at her. Called Koji out to ask for a lift. True. reached enlightenment, he wouldn't understand the way of the cute and funny. True. Listen, Koji. There's this game. It's called Blue Archive. Have you heard of it? And then Koji responds, and he's like... No, Fuminori, I don't play that game. I play Nike instead. Ew. I had phlegm come out of my throat. Gross. Hold on, I'm gonna take a sip of my water. Does explain the antisocial behavior. True. Hell do you mean? A game on your phone? That's impossible, bro. Alright. Interspecies relationship simulator? I am loving interspecies relationship. Oh shit, I almost choked my water. I am loving interspecies relationship simulator. It's very good. It's very good. And by the anxiety eating at her. Omi is missing. Fuminori has turned on her. And she has no idea why. And if Koji were here, she could count on him to distract her with some idle conversation. Now that she's all by herself, Yo becomes keenly aware of how little tolerance she has for loneliness. She begins to feel paranoid, like the whole world is plotting to take her from everything that she cherishes. What is going on here? Where is Omi gone? Is Fuminori really unrelated to her disappearance? Interspecies reviewer anime? If not, why not? It's great. I have not seen it, and it's not because I dislike it. It's just because I've been busy. I haven't watched a lot of anime in recent years. I just tend to rewatch the ones that I like, and then I'll rewatch them in like a day or two-ish. The most recent anime that I've rewatched is Haikyuu. When I rewatched that, like, beginning of January. And then... But I don't tend to start new anime very often. Not anymore, anyways. I've been too busy. I think it's a lot easier to watch anime nowadays, especially since dubs are getting better and simulcasts happen a lot more frequently than they did in the past, but with everything going on with localization and whatever, I don't know. I would rather listen to the original dialogue, you know? Especially because I'm learning Japanese, so I feel like that's like a opportunity to learn gone to waste. Next, Trigun. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Trigun. I started Trigun Stampede, but I never finished it. Freerun is required watching. I've seen a few episodes of Freerun though. One of my friends had us over for a Christmas party, I think it was last year. And, or was it last year? Maybe it was, I don't know. He had us over for some kind of party, and Freerun was on the TV. Because we made food, me and my friends, we made food, and he put Freerun on the TV. And we watched, he was in the middle of the season, so we just like watched 2 episodes of it with him, me and all my friends. And I was like, this is okay. I was like, this is pretty good. You know, like, I liked it a lot more than I was expecting to. I was expecting Freerun to be, like, isekai slop trash, and then I watched those 2 episodes, and I was like, yeah, it's actually pretty good. Hearing a foreign work in its original language, no matter the language, yeah. That's the issue that I have with anime, because obviously I'm a native English speaker, so it can be kind of hard to... I don't understand those kanji, but true. Hi, so desune. Oh god. Understand the source material better. I do not know what those kanji say, bro. Localization discourse wouldn't happen if every single try to be the funny guy and disrespect the original. Stop typing and stuff I can't understand. It's not funny. I'm going to kill you. The worst part is that I recognize a lot of those kanji. It's just that I don't know what they mean in that context. I'm sorry. No. It's not you. It's not you. Prove it upon the original, so self-righteous. Yeah, that's what I don't like about modern anime. A lot of the time, they take the translations and they just, like, change the meaning of things. And I'm just like, why? What is the purpose of this? Can you not? That's the thing. After learning some Japanese, I'm just like, huh, that's not what that means. Like, okay, you know what I'm going to talk about? You know what I'm going to talk about? And I might be wrong on this. So please correct me if I'm wrong. But there was the song that came out recently by the same guy that made Terrorist, Zako. And Twitter got really mad because they were like, oh, this is pedophilic because it uses Kayuki's voice. And you know what? I can understand being mad at the choice of voice provider. You know what? That's fine. Whatever. I can understand where they're coming from, right? But the song was taken just completely out of context, I feel like. Because Zako quite literally means small fry, like fish. And they were like, well, this is a comparison to a penis. And it's just like, no. Sub's wrong. I've noticed with many movies have German lines in it. A fair amount of lines they translate incorrectly. Yeah, exactly. Because the original is a colloquialism that's being translated to an English one, but they often change it too far from the original proper reference slang. Yeah, exactly. Like, Zako is colloquial for loser, but it means small fry, as in fish. So it's just like, I don't know. That kind of makes me a little angry, because it's just like the subs were misrepresenting the song. And I was like, damn, we lost a banger because of Twitter mob yet again. Very sad. You know? Okay, sorry to ramble. I will continue. Is Fuminori really unrelated to her disappearance? Backseating behavior, yeah. Or is he the key to this mystery? As Koji and Dr. Tonbo suspect. Yo recalls the events of last Thursday. That's why Small Fry showed up so much in the One Piece subtitles. Lol. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So it can be translated as, like, loser. Like, that's technically a colloquially accurate English translation, but it quite literally means small fry, as in, like, fish. I think it even uses the kanji for, like, fish, like sakana. Anyways. Alone and without an outlet for her pain after Fuminori verbally eviscerated her, Yo was lucky enough to run into Koji. Although he could hardly make her problem go away, his kindness was a comfort. At the same time, Omi was on her way to Fuminori's house, and she hasn't been heard from since. Yo has only been aware of Fuminori's connection to Omi's disappearance since yesterday when Koji revealed the truth during their visit to the hospital. By the way, to give you an idea where I am in my Japanese learning, I am in Genki chapter 12, I believe. I'm in, like, chapter 12 of Genki, I think. Those who knows, I love Genki. I fuck with Genki so heavily. Mary-san, I fuck with Mary-san and Takashi heavy. Fuck with Mary and Takashi heavy. Anyways, sorry, I keep yapping. When Koji revealed the truth during the visit to the hospital, what if a new possibility occurs to her? A reason why Omi suddenly decided to visit Fuminori. What if it hadn't been a coincidence that Yo ran into Koji that day? What if Koji and Omi had known what transpired between her and Fuminori and decided to act separately? Omi might have seen the confrontation in the courtyard. She might have been eavesdropping. It's not unthinkable. As the idea forms in her mind, Yo feels as though something is tearing her body apart from the inside. It's only a possibility, but if it's true, then whatever happened to Omi is Yo's responsibility too, isn't it? Yo clutches her head, groaning in agony. The food on her tray is now cold. Not that she would have eaten it anyway. Despite her frustration and anxiety, Yo is unable to act on her own. She has never been good at adapting to challenges, and no one would even call her proactive. She hasn't the slightest idea of how to respond to the situation. Advice for learning a foreign language is practice speaking a lot with natives? Yeah. I am in class for it, so blah. If Omi were here, she would probably tell Yo to think positive and trust her instincts. Yo is always dependent on her best friend's energy. Now that Omi is gone, Yo realizes just how weak and useless she is. She can only sink deeper and deeper into the abyss of self-loathing. The sudden ringing of her phone pulls her back from the brink of despair. It's a text message. There's no title, and the sender is...
Omi?
Yo cries out in shock. Yet I remember next to nothing since we only learned how to read it. Not even write it. You didn't even learn how to write it? What? I struggle with speaking Japanese, but that's because I already struggle with speaking English because I speak so fast. So I tend to stutter over my words a lot, and then I get confused, and then I forget the grammar I'm supposed to use, and it's like, ah. But writing and reading and listening, I'm pretty good at. Endgame all localizers bring back accurate translations and page-long translators' notes. TL Keikaku means plan. All according to Keikaku, guys. All according to Keikaku. Pushes up my glasses. Culture class, then a language on. Just learned rules relevant to accurately translating. Interesting. The message itself is even more baffling. If you want to know about Sakisaka Fuminori, come to his house alone. Tell no one. Oh, it's Saya, isn't it? Yep, it's Saya. She's jealous, isn't she? The message bears no trace of Omi's personality, but Yo can't deny that it was sent from her phone. She takes a deep breath to calm herself before typing her reply, taking care that excitement doesn't cause her fingers to slip. Is that you, Omi? Where are you? Yo presses send. The screen shows that her message was received. She waits for a reply. Her mind fills with questions. Is someone else using Omi's phone to send text messages? If so, why her? Something suddenly occurs to her. She and Omi have exchanged countless messages over the years, many of which contain the sort of embarrassing confessions that close girlfriends share. At times, when her feelings for Fuminori grew too strong to contain, Yo would often put them into words for Omi to read. Did Omi put a password on her phone? Even if she had, the person who sent the message was obviously unable to unlock it, which means that whoever it is has full access to her history. Do you want to know about Sakisaka Fuminori? Yo reads the strange message one more time. Whoever sent it must believe that Yo has an interest in Fuminori. The phone rings again, startling Yo, but she quickly recovers and looks at the screen. There's no title, but the sender is still Takahata Omi. I'll tell you everything when we meet. Come alone. Tell no one. It's not Omi. She would never try to scare Yo with such a mean-spirited prank. Anxiety brought Yo almost to tears. Her mind isn't made to deal with this. Who is using Omi's phone and promising to reveal Fuminori's secrets? Who? Yo desperately wants advice from Koji. From anyone. She even starts to dial to Koji's cell, but a sudden suspicion stops her. The sender might be somewhere nearby, watching her at this very moment. A cold chill runs down her spine as she looks furtively around the cafeteria. Furtively around the cafeteria. I don't know what it is. Come alone and tell no one. Good thing the police don't exist in this game. True. The lifeless characters on the screen are like a knife against her throat. However, Yo clutches her phone and forces her heart to stop pounding. Isn't this cowardice exactly what she hates most about herself? Furtively? See, I can't even speak English, let alone Japanese. I speak retardism. I speak pure, unadulterated retard 24/7. Doesn't she want to know what she's capable of? Doesn't she want to do more than just sit and wait? Yo realizes that her hand is shaking. How easy would it be just to give in to her cowardice, to convince herself that Omi and Fuminori are beyond her reach? That is what she truly wants. Even if it means abandoning dignity and loyalty, she wants to flee from the unknown. I thought they called it French. But she also knows that even escape is beyond her. Yo understands herself well. She knows that no matter how far she runs, regret and self-loathing will consume her after everything else has fallen apart. In the end, Yo is unable to overcome her cowardice alone. She lacks both the willpower and the courage to run. Oh, no! Uh-oh. It's so over, yo bros. It's so over, yo bros. The afternoon silence is somehow forbidding. A stink is in the air. The stink of garbage left out to rot. Even in this perfectly normal residential neighborhood seems ominous to Yo in her current state. She feels like she's standing in the middle of a necropolis, as if everyone in the houses around her is dead, those that know. Those that know. Yo pushes her fear aside and presses the buzzer on the Sakisaka house's front gate. Fuminori wasn't in class today. Is he home? He couldn't have sent those awful messages, could he? She doesn't even want to consider that possibility, so she forces the unwelcome thought from her mind. There's no response from the intercom. Yo doesn't know, of course, that Omi stood in the same spot 1 week ago, staring at the silent intercom with the same confusion that Yo is experiencing now. She, however, is not forced to wait as Yomi was. The phone is in her pocket, rings, catching her off guard. It's another text message from Omi's phone. Come in. The door is open. Yo looks around quickly, a shiver running through her as she realizes she's being watched. Searching fearfully for her observer, Yo spots movement out of the corner of her eye. On the second floor of the Sakisaka house, a tightly drawn window curtain just fluttered. The person who sent the messages is inside the house. Only now does Yo realize that every other window has its storm shutters closed. No matter what happens inside, no one will ever know. This time, she nearly gives in to the intense urge to flee, but the terror she feels towards her invisible watcher is stronger and will not permit her to turn her back upon the open window. She has nowhere to run. Yo bursts into tears, unable to take a single step. The phone in her hand rings again, demanding that she enter. She steps through the gate. When she enters this house, an overwhelming stench assaults her nostrils. The house is dark, even though it is the middle of the day. Fuminori must be out, as his shoes are not in the vestibule. However, Yo catches sight of a different pair of stuffed behind the shoe cupboard. They look familiar, so she pulls them out of the shadows for a closer look. As she recognizes them, her mind desperately tries to deny reality. And still soldiers on. I know. Like, girl, listen to your instincts. Run away. Run, 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 run. Oh. They're identical to Omi's favorite shoes. Yo has seen her wearing them many times before. But that doesn't mean Omi is here, she tells herself. They might belong to someone else, someone who bought the same shoes from the same store. There's no way Omi could be here. Is there? With a sudden flash of clarity, Yo presses the most frequently used speed dial button on her phone in her tightly clenched fist. The phone dials Omi's number. It only takes a second for the signal to reach the nearest relay station, and then... a familiar ringtone echoes through the house. It's coming from the second floor. Someone must still be up there in the room with the moving curtains. Omi's phone rings for just a few moments. And then it stops, as whoever is holding it realizes Yo's intentions. For the first time, Yo feels the definite presence of her formless guide. Who's there? She gathers her courage and calls out into the house, but there is no response. Whoever it is must not want to be seen. Swallowing hard, Yo walks down the hallway to the staircase. Maybe it's Omi. Maybe it's Fuminori. Surely it's just the two of them playing a prank on her. Koji might even be here with them. Yo's mind fills with comforting images of her friends. She needs to believe that there's still hope. Otherwise, she could not take another step. Is that you, Omi? Fuminori, are you there? Self-gaslighting's next level. Yeah, she's very good at gaslighting herself. If only Yo turned that gaslighting... She should turn that self-gaslighting into outward gaslighting. As she climbs the stairs one at a time, Yo calls out in a choked voice with tears. When they see her sobbing, they'll probably laugh at her. Let them. It would be the happiest moment of her life. She just wants this torment to end. She tries to move faster, but her trembling legs will not let her. With each agonizing second that passes, she begs for release from this nightmare. After climbing for what seems like an eternity, Yo finds herself standing in the second-floor hallway. No sound greets her. There is only gloom, brimming with silent malice. She shuffles forward, calling out in a weak voice. Come out already, please. I can't take this anymore. The door in front of her is half open. It must lead to the room that overlooks the front gate. Yo watches helplessly from a corner of her mind as her body, seeming to move of its own volition, slowly opens the door. The room is empty. The damp, stinking air clings to Yo's skin. Please. Please stop this. She is at her limit, unable to take a single step more. Her spirit has been utterly crushed. Perhaps this is the moment her tormentor was waiting for. Oh, what the hell? Her tits! Go away! What the fuck? No warning or anything! Oh my god, booby jump scare! Oh my god, booby jump scare! Holy shit! What if they just popped out on their own? What if she got really scared and they just like popped? Like just like, oh, they just slipped. You feel? Anyways, she's being tentacle raped right now. That's awesome. Quick on the draw, yeah. This was supposed to be censored. I also thought this was supposed to be censored. I'm a minor. What was that? Cole, get back to work. Does that happen to girls? No. Maybe with Yo, because she has very big boobies, but not with me. I don't have big boobies. Something grabs Yo's arms from behind, something flexible and strong, like a slime-covered rubber. Oh, God. Ew. Hold on. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Ew. Gross. Suicide-inducing. Back to mining gems. True, true. Is it only because Saya's small? Saya has boob envy. That's why she's raping Yo. Oh, no. Something grabs Yo's arm from behind, something flexible and strong like a slime-covered rubber. As the thing binds her limbs and finger-like appendages tear roughly through her blouse and force their way inside. Yo screams at the top of her lungs, amazed that she still has the strength to do so. Responding to her distress, primal energy surges through her body as she flails wildly to free herself. However, the grip of the thing behind her remains unbreakable. With escape impossible, Yo can only scream louder as something cold and wet slips under her bra and wraps itself around her breasts. Her ears are filled with the sound of something slimy sliding over her skin. As the loathsome assault continues, the unimaginable terror threatens to drive Yo utterly mad. Her throat is already raw from screaming. Well, it's about to be even more raw, Yo. I'm so sorry. And now she can't even breathe as she struggles desperately against her attacker. Suddenly, the thing pulls away. Yo falls to the floor, unable to support herself or on her responsive legs. The creature that grabbed her is still there, lurking in a dark corner in the room. Oh. I'm going to keep the lorb up for a while. It's gone, but I'm going to keep it up just in case. She can feel it watching her, but she can't bring herself to turn around. She knows that seeing it will likely destroy the very last vestiges of her sanity. From close by comes the beep of the buttons being pressed. Yo hears a cheerful electronic sound, terribly out of place in this room, and sees her phone in her hand blink coldly. A new text message has arrived. She is powerless to stop herself from reading the characters on the screen.
You're pretty, and your breasts are so big and soft. I bet they're good for attracting males.
What the fuck, Saya? Saya, what the fuck? Did you get mind broken by Yasuke and now you're like, oh yes, I'm just gonna rape every woman that walks by now because that's just what you do apparently. Now she has her answer. The The messages from Omi's phone were sent by the thing that just mauled her breasts. Oh. There's boob envy, lol. Saya, no! No, she's putting that knowledge to use. She is putting that knowledge to use. Holy shit. Booby and me causing sussy thoughts. Many such cases. Get a press complex too. God. Yo curls up into a tiny, sobbing ball, unable to raise her voice or even move. Oh, God. Please save me. The creature makes a burbling sound. Hold on, I have to plug in my phone. Yo somehow understands that it is laughing at her.
That must be how you tempted Fuminori. You tried to steal him from me, didn't you?
Thief. Dude, what the fuck? Hey guys. Hey guys, I don't want to relate to Saya anymore. Hey guys, I'm thinking Saya's not as based as we thought she was. What the fuck? Did you bring enough for the whole class? What do you mean, did I bring enough for the whole class? Something cold seizes Yo's ankles, then travels slowly up her legs until it has covered her entire lower body. Some primal female instinct tells her exactly what is going to happen. She will be raped, powerless to resist a fate worse than death. Stop! She pleads feebly, even though there is no hope that the inhuman creature will be merciful. Please! Not that! She hears its burbling laughter again. The thing is enjoying her sorrow, her despair. Yo no longer has the strength to resist the monster on top of her. She is only able to shiver in revulsion as the cold, slimy thing covers her body. Her sight grows dim as her mind sinks deeper and deeper into a black, swamp-like abyss. A weight pushes itself between her legs. Oh, God. But it seems so far away. Lorb? Okay, I think we're good. I won't kill you. Though her mind is now barely functioning, Yo hears a voice whispered to her inside of her head. It is a girl's voice, sweet and sinister, with the cruel innocence of a child gleefully plucking the wings from butterflies.
Instead, I'll let you share in our happiness. Rejoice, Yo. We'll love you to death.
The soft voice is a stark contrast to the unyielding strength that drives irresistibly into Yo's core. Oh, that's... lovely. The pain is sharp and savage. Does this mean that Saya's a Fuminori? Is Saya a Fuminori? Yeah, I was thinking it's technically Yuri. Something Saya mentioned finding. Yeah, jeez. She's all tentacles, so... I guess so. Is Saya even really a girl? Dude, I don't know. Yosuke, true, true. No bro was down with that. Yeah. Fuminori's very progressive, I guess. Lovely. How is she pregnant? Saya's not pregnant. When did you think Saya was pregnant? What the fuck? The pain is sharp and savage, greater than anything she has ever felt before. It should be unbearable, but there's no longer enough left of Yo's mind to recognize it as pain. Oh. While she stares blankly at the thing slithering deeper and deeper into her body, an idle thought floats through her fading consciousness. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! What the fuck? Oh man. Good thing that man. Good thing that Shintoism believes in reincarnation, I guess. Jesus. Okay.
I've still never been kissed. Have I?
Oh. What the fuck? Hold on. I need to pee. I need to pee. 1 second. What the fuck, man? We can fix that. I am not sure this is something he can fix. Give me 1 second, chat. I need to pee really quickly. I will be right back. Hi guys. Hey guys. Can we get a karaoke stream going on to distract from the rape and cannibalism that this game offers. Can I get like can we get like a can we get like a what is it called? Don't stop believing. Hold on to this feeling. Street lights, people. Whoa, wow, wow. Hold on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Can we get like a, can we get a, hold on. I'm gonna put some electrolytes in my water so that I'm hydrated. Bam, 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 bam. Liquid IV is really expensive, so I've just been using Propel, because I think it does the same thing, but it's cheaper. Liquid IV is, I'm pretty sure, snake oil anyways, so. Thank you. Thank you. What am I thinking of? Just a lonely girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. He's just a car accident boy, born and raised in Tokyo, Japan. He took the interstate and then got into a head accident, car crash, and lost his parents, and then went to the hospital. And it went on and on and on and on. Taste of You. I don't know that one, sorry. Does size tentacles contain baby batter? It sure looked like it from the CG. It sure looked like there was a bit of baby batter. Depending on how I feel, I might do a karaoke tomorrow, because I kind of want to fuck around with my settings and see if I can make it work. I don't know. Street lights, people. Twas a pun, but it's fine. Oh, right, because Yo got raped, so it's like Taste of You. Yeah, I get it. Right after first kiss of some age. Oh, that's really sad when you think about it. It's very, very sad. Oh, man. To not know love, but then have your body violated in such a way is very, very harrowing when you think about it. Because that's just an act of pure malice, dude. Like, think about that. That's just, ugh. It's very gross. Why, Saya? Why couldn't you just be the base Dempa girl? Why'd you have to become, like, cunny rapist? The raping, the raped cunny turns into the cunny rapist. Thank you, Generabachi. Yeah, and then he went on to create Madoka Magica. Oh, man. Probably was the least deserving of this fate. Oh, yeah, absolutely. She did not deserve this. I want Fuminori inside to be embraced by the warmth of a flamethrower. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Reasonable. Revenge of the Cunny. Yeah. It has begun to snow by the time they pass Utsunomiya on the Tohoku Expressway. Tohoku. Oh my god, Tohoku reference! Oh my god, Tohoku mention! I love Tohoku! Oh my god, Sendai love! Sendai love! I fucking love Sendai! I love Tohoku and Sendai! I love Tohoku! I love Tohoku! I fucking love Tohoku! I love mountains! I love Sendai! I fucking love Tohoku, Japan! I hope the roads aren't snowed out, Koji says. In the passenger seat, Fuminori is gazing out a frosted window in silence. He's been in this trance-like state for almost an hour now. Taking advantage of his inattention, Koji stares unabashedly at Fuminori from the corner of his eye. He still doesn't understand the danger signals that he has been getting out of the man. Naruhodo! When I was visiting Japan, honestly, my favorite places that I visited were not Tokyo. My favorite places were Hiroshima and Sendai. Maybe that's just the contrarian in me, but Hiroshima and Sendai are easily two of my favorite places that I went. I also went to, oh god, what is it called? It was a town, it got struck by the 2011 tsunami really badly. God, what was it? Minami Sanriku. That's where I went. I went to a place called Minami Sanriku in Hokkaido. I also went to Hokkaido. I have also went to Hokkaido. It was very nice. I want to see Hokkaido one day. Hokkaido is very pretty. I didn't go very far into Hokkaido, but I did go to there. I actually went to all 4 main islands. I went to Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and then whatever the island that Kumamoto is on. I forget its name. But yeah, they're all very pretty. Japan is a very pretty country. Honshu, yeah. Seriously though, apart from all the haha Hiroshima's the bomb jokes, Hiroshima is very pretty. I recommend Hiroshima highly. It's very beautiful there. Fuminori has stopped avoiding Koji, and he's even looking him in the eye when he talks. So why does he seem even more distant now than he did when he was trying to push his friends away? Fuminori's posture is noticeably relaxed, but his gaze never wavers, not even for a moment. It's as though he is focused on a clearly defined future that he has chosen to bring about, one that has no place for the needs or wants of others. Right now, Fuminori is complete. Koji cannot help but feel that beneath his bland exterior is a core of solid steel that no one can touch. About Omi, Koji says suddenly, trying to gauge Fuminori's reaction. Asahikawa is a place that I'd like to visit thanks to the book Shiokari Pass. Shiokari Pass. Cool. Fuminori's locked in. True. He's locked in. Geeked versus locked in. This is what's going on right now. It's been about a week since she disappeared, and we still haven't heard from her. Oh, Fuminori replies curtly, still staring into the distance. That's not good. I wonder what happened to her. Fuminori's tone is completely emotionless. Koji might as well have asked him about the weather or the condition of the mountain roads near their destination. I asked you this before, but you're sure you don't have any idea what happened to her? Not a clue, Fuminori answers in the exact same tone he used when Koji first questioned him about Omi's disappearance. Well, that's the thing. He probably doesn't know. He knows that he ate someone, but he doesn't know it was Omi. There's no way that he knew it was Omi, so he probably is being genuine. He's probably being genuine, you know? I would not be surprised if Saya did not tell him about the phone or anything because she wanted to go through it and see if Fuminori was cheating on her, you know? Betraying his friends for Kani. Based. But he isn't that stupid. No, but he doesn't have the context that we have. How would he know? For all he knows, Saya could have just dragged in some random, you know? He knows that he ate a person, but he doesn't want to know who. He doesn't really care because he has Saya, you know? I don't think he knows. Yeah, I don't think he knows either. He only realized he was eating people after the Saya rape. Yeah, exactly. Koji's eyes narrow. It's like you don't give a damn. That's not true. Finally, Fuminori shows some emotion. He sounds hurt, like he can't believe Koji would think such a thing. She disappeared on the way to my place, didn't she? Of course I'm worried. The fucking Honda. The Honda's kind of taking me out, I can't lie. That's so funny. Hello, 2001 Honda Civic. How are you doing? 2001 Honda Civic in my Song of Saya? It's more likely than you think. She said she goes to the parks for food, right? He wouldn't even have any hints even. Yeah, exactly. Cunny's wife is a murderer and that they're cannibals and that his friend vanished. That's fair. I didn't think about the fact that his friend vanished, but maybe he just thought that she just disappeared. Huh. Maybe you're right. I'm not sure. Sudden frustration wells up inside Koji. If possible, he'd like nothing more than to beat the secrets out of Fuminori's head. Koji is worried sick about Omi. To have his concern brushed off so coldly would be unbearable coming from a complete stranger, but from Fuminori, who was his best friend, Fuminori never used to be this callous. Even if Koji tried to interrogate him, he'd probably never find out what changed him, so... Okay, this is gonna be a little bit off... It's the Honda Civic, yeah, that is true. Honda Civics can survive anything. Actually, speaking of that, fuck, what was I gonna say? I don't even remember. I was gonna yap about something. I remember. It's about cars, because Fuminori was in a car accident, right? I know I've been in a few car accidents, and every time that I go past And every time that I, like, drive now, especially in certain situations, I think about that. So I wonder if getting in cars, like, is traumatic for him. It probably wouldn't be, considering he has a lot more that he is currently worrying about, but I wonder if it would be. I don't know. Like, I wonder if it was maybe hard to get into cars after the accident. That'd be, like, an interesting little thing. Survive even after the horses are long dead and gone, yeah. Where you just have car accidents casually. Yeah, car accidents probably kill more people than cancer. I have been in 3 car accidents. I actively avoid the area I lost my last car at. Yeah. I don't speed at night anymore because I get so anxious about hitting something because I hit a deer going like 80 miles per hour and the entire front of my car crunched in on itself. So I tend to not speed anymore at nighttime. I still speed just during the day. At nighttime, I get anxious, though. I get really anxious. And it's almost been like 2 years since that happened. Free food W. No, but that's the scary thing. That's the scary thing is that after I had someone help me out of my car because my car door was like crunched. I couldn't get out of it. I looked back to see where the deer was that I hit, and it was just gone. It was just not there. LaMayo woman drivers. No, it's not my fault. The deer ran out in front of me. It's not my fault. The deer ran out in front of me. The deer ran out in front of me. I am a good driver. I know how to handle my car. I'm a good driver. I swear. I just speed a lot. But other than speeding, I am a very safe driver. I never am risky about driving. I don't take a lot of risks except speeding and passing people. That's it. The deer, saw an obliterated deer going to work today. Was that you? No. But that's the thing. Usually, the other 2, they were also not my fault. The first ever accident that I was in was, I parked my car in the back of a grocery store parking lot, a rural grocery store parking lot, and me and Papa Rabbit went in. This was the first week that I had my license, by the way. Me and Papa Rabbit went in to go get some groceries because I think we had just gotten back from... You know what? I think it was actually the day that I got my driver's license. We went to the grocery store after coming back from the DMV, getting my driver's license, and me and Papa Rabbit went in and we got some groceries after parking my car in the back. My car wasn't even moved on! It was stationary! And some guy, we came out of the store and there was a guy waiting next to us in a giant pickup truck, and he was like, "Yo, I sideswiped your car." What? What do you mean you sideswiped my car? It was stationary in a parking lot. It's right there. It's bright blue. How did you miss it? So that was a fun gun. That was fun. Chilling in the middle of the road once, we did not find the creature intact. It was all foreign gore entangled in the wheel. Oh, that's lovely. That reminds me of when the deer, yes, he was kind enough not to just leave. Yeah, and they also got it handled underneath the table so it would go on neither of our insurance records, which was optimal, to be honest. And then the second time was I hit my neighbor backing out of my garage. But that was her fault because she was parked in the middle of the road, and with the way my car was angled, I had no clue that she was there until I was out. And then she was like, "You dented my car!" And I was like, "Well, bitch, maybe you shouldn't park your car in the middle of the fucking road and leave it turned on. Cunt." Anyways. Sorry for yapping. Blue drives her friend in the incoming lane for the lulz. Because it's funny! You should have a sense of humor! Driving on the opposite side of the road is funny! It's funny! Thought you actually hit the person. No. I just hit their car. No. I hit their car. They were out of their car talking to their husband in, the garage. Which, was on the opposite side of the street, right? And I was pulling out of my garage, And with the way that their car was angled, it was parked at just the right spot so that when I was turning out of my garage, I just couldn't see them on my backup cam. Like, I can't explain to you. I did not see them. I had no clue that they were there. And so finally, I hit something. I hear like a loud thud, and I'm like, oh fuck, what the hell was that? I look out the back window, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's a car there. And I'm just like, so I get out, and I inspect, and I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't look like anything happened. So I'm just gonna go to work, because I'm already late. And so I go to work, and then later, Mama Rabbit calls me, and she's like, Lou, did you commit a hit and run on our neighbor? And I was like, what? How fast do you hit it? Like, going, like, I don't know, I was pulling out of my garage. Wide open at night, I stop or at least slow down. Straight saved my life once. You flew past at 75 is the exact moment. Yeah, exactly. Scary. Like 5? I don't know, probably. I wasn't going fast. I was just backing out of my garage. I was going, like, backing out of your pulls out. I'm killing you guys. I'm killing you. Never. Even if Koji tried to interrogate him, he'd probably never find out what changed him so. If Fuminori were just hiding inside the shell he'd erected around himself after the accident, Koji might have been able to get some answers out of him. With the sly, evasive Fuminori, however, there's nothing Koji can do. Fuminori will never reveal his true intentions, not to anyone. All that's left, then, is for Koji to discover the truth on his own. Pull-out game weak? No, no, no. My pull-out game is crazy. Omi was gonna talk to you about Tsukaba, you know. Oh. Fuminori smiles bitterly at the mention of Tsukaba's name, perhaps feeling sympathy for her pain. To Koji, however, it seems like a pity. The sort one directs at an ant or a worm. Oh shit. Okay. I wouldn't know what to say. To be honest, it's been hard to talk to her after what happened. Unbelievable. If Fuminori's feelings for Yo were really this cold, then he would have rejected her when she first confessed to him. But he didn't. Or at least, the Fuminori before the accident didn't. Once again, Koji can't help but wonder if this man who looks like his friend is really a different person, who only once possesses the memories of Sakisaka Fuminori. The snow has stopped falling when they get off the West Nasu Flats interchange. This area must have already been getting a lot of snow, however, as the nearby mountains are covered in white beneath the trees. You know who's also covered in white right now? Yo! Hey! But by the time they turn off the highway and enter the mountains, road conditions are already bad enough for Koji to regret having forgotten tire chains. Nevertheless, he continues to power I'm not sure that is the right. Okay, you know what? That is how you end up in true crime documentaries all over YouTube. I am not sure I would want to do that. Too soon. Sorry. Nevertheless, he continues to power his car up the precarious slopes with only a road map to guide him. In places like this, an address isn't enough to pinpoint a location. His only choice is to drive down every road, including private roads that aren't even on the map, while searching for something that matches the photograph. Who would buy a home in a place like this? It's far from prying eyes. That must be why Dr. Ogai chose it. The more he hears about Ogai, the less Koji wants to meet him. It's pretty. Fuminori is the one who spots the narrow road half hidden in the trees. It's practically an animal trail, overgrown with weeds that are tall and strong enough to withstand the weight of the snow. Is this really a road? Koji stops the car and sticks his head out the window to stare into the dark forest, but he can't see where the path leads through the tightly packed trees. How does it look to you? Fuminori hands Koji the photo, which he compares to the mountain ridges visible beyond the trees. Yeah, it's definitely the right angle. Nosing all the horror tropes is not enough. You have to be aware you are in a horror story. True, true. Let's check it out. Fuminori's tone is as flat as always, but there is a quiet intensity in his voice which leaves no room for argument. Although Koji's worried that his car's suspension won't be able to handle the terrain, it probably will. It is a Honda Civic. There's no turning back now. He shifts into second gear and starts down the frozen road. Oh. The sun sets early at high altitudes. As the car creeps up the mountain path, Koji catches a glimpse through the trees of the gradually darkening sky. The forest is completely still, with no sound save for the rumble of the car's engine and the crackle of snow and brush beneath its tires. Fuminori is once again staring silently through the front window. You think that's Urobuchi's Honda? Hell yeah, I do. In the ominous silence, Koji feels the same faint chill that he felt when standing before Okai's suburban home. It feels wrong, as though he is traveling deeper and deeper into a world not his own. After some time, a blocky shape suddenly appears amid the trees, standing out against the twilight sky. There it is. Koji turns off the engine and compares the structure in front of him to the picture in hand. A perfect match. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's because it's winter. Before he can tell Fuminori, however, his friend is already out of the car. Hey! Realizing that it's pointless to call out to him, Koji shakes his head, grabs the flashlight from the glove compartment, and follows Fuminori across the snow-covered yard. The photo must not have been taken recently, as the old, run-down cabin before them has clearly been left to the mercy of the elements for some time. The front door appears to be locked, but Fuminori kicks it down without a second thought. Koji just watches, knowing nothing he could say now would matter. Bro is extremely autistic. Oh, that's awesome. All the windows are shut with heavy curtains, and the gloom inside is thick and stifling. Fuminori turns on his own flashlight and starts rummaging through the cabin without regard for the owner's privacy. Koji is reluctant to do the same, but it is obvious that this mountain retreat has been abandoned for a long time, just like the house in Tokyo. There's no point in being considerate now. He goes to search a different room. Soon after entering the cabin, however, he realizes that their search is meaningless. There's nothing inside but bare necessities of life. Some rooms are even completely empty, save for a thick layer of dust on the floor. Of what few pieces of furniture are present, more than half appear to have never been used. There's an empty chest of drawers without a single scratch or handprint, but bearing the telltale signs of mold and moisture damage. The condition of the cabin is eerie, though in a different way than the filthiness of the house in the city. It's like someone put together a mock-up of a home and then left it to decay. The only sign that anyone lived here are found in the toilet, the bath, the kitchen, and the bedroom. It appears that the cabin was never used for anything but eating and sleeping. Beneath the darkened sky, the snow itself seems to glow with a cold white light. The scene is like something out of a fairy tale, but to Koji it serves only as an unpleasant reminder that he has stepped outside of the reality that he knows. Next to the front porch is a plain wooden door half buried in the ground. It's locked, of course, but Koji sees no reason for the restraint after what Fuminori did to the front door. The door offers surprisingly little resistance to Koji's heavy kick, breaking open to reveal a set of concrete stairs leading down into a pitch-black basement. Koji would prefer to leave such a forbidding place to Fuminori, but it's not like he can just ask him to take his place. He descends into the chilly darkness, the beam of his flashlight leading the way. There turns out to be nothing in the basement but a storage room and a boiler. Exactly what one would expect to find in an isolated mountain cabin. Few packages of preserved food sitting on the shelves have long since passed their expiration dates, and the boiler doesn't appear to have been used in years. Koji guesses that Okai's mountain home has been abandoned longer than the house in Tokyo. Was Fuminori simply mistaken when he said that Okai might be here? Or was he lying from the beginning? Not sure what to do next, Koji goes back up the stairs and walks around to the outside of the cabin, where he finds the backyard. Oh, hell nah! That shit from the ring! Run away! Oh, hell nah! That bitch Saya's from the ring! Fuck no! Run away! Run away! Run away! Heliogeographic discussion. Yeah, having the little mountain autism in the chat going on is really funny next to the horror. Play the tape. I'm not playing that goddamn tape! I'm not playing the tape, and I'm not drinking the stagnant well water. Fuck that, bro. It's in much worse condition than the front yard, having been mostly reclaimed by the forest. It must have been neglected even when the cabin was still in use. Like streamer, like chat, okay. The remnants of a woodshed lie in the yard, the mushrooms growing on it, speaking to how much time has passed since its collapse. Next to the rotten logs, however, stands a circle of stone that has not yet succumbed to the elements. Gotta look real good to see the bottom. Yeah, I don't think so. A well. The well has no bucket or pulley, and when Koji peers carefully into it, he sees that the water is no longer flowing. It's probably less than 10 meters deep, depending on how much mud is piled up inside. Koji's search of the cabin has revealed nothing of interest, inside or out. Leaning against the edge of the well, Koji wonders why Ogai bought this remote home deep in the mountains, and what he was doing here. As far as Koji can tell, there's no sign that more than one person ever stayed here. It's far from prying eyes. Fuminori's words play back in Koji's head. Could this have been some sort of secret refuge? A place to remain hidden from the world? That would explain why there's nothing to suggest that whoever lived here did anything more than eat and sleep. Coolio streamer, thank you, Judge Classy! Also, hello! Koji suddenly remembers that the doctor he met yesterday at T University. Maybe she'd know something. He takes out his phone and calls up the number. There's barely a signal, but he manages to get it through. Koji's hopes are soon dashed, however.
Your message could not be transferred at this time. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep!
However, when his call goes straight to Dr. Tanbo's voicemail. He considers calling back later, but realizes that it would be hard to talk to her with Fuminori around. Fuminori would not at all be pleased to learn that Koji and Yo went to see his doctor. Koji decides that he better tell the doctor what he can while he's still alone. Hello, this is Tono Koji. Thanks for your help yesterday. Koji leaves a clear and concise message explaining what he went with Fuminori to Ogai's mountain retreat, giving the address and asking for confirmation that the property belongs to Ogai. I'll call again when I get back to Tokyo. Goodbye. After hanging up, Koji thinks back to their visit in the hospital. Is Dr. Tanbo actually investigating like she said she would? Her reluctance to speak of Dr. Ogai is weighing on his mind. He talked to Yo about it on the way home, but they were unable to decide whether the doctor could really be trusted. Speaking of which, how is Yo doing? Koji hasn't seen her today. Oh no. He didn't say a word to her about his trip to Tochigi. She might be worried, especially so soon after Omi's disappearance. Thinking to check up on her, Koji dials Yo's number and is surprised when it rings longer than it usually does. Did she forget her phone somewhere? Just as he's about to give up, the call connects. The first thing Koji hears is a strange sound. It's not... Yoja is currently enjoying. I would say enjoying is a bit much. I would say she's currently enduring a cream pie. Oh man. But some kind of wet, distorted noise, like the voiceless groans or perhaps sobs of someone far away. No, that's exactly what they are. The person on the other side is crying. Tsukaba! Is that you? There's a response, but is it really Tsukuba's voice? It's too twisted with agony for Koji to tell. Panic surges through Koji as he realizes that something is terribly wrong. It's Koji! Tono Koji! Is that you, Tsukuba? Where are you? After a short period of nothing but pained modes, words start coming through the speaker one by one, as though each takes an act of will.
I was attacked by a monster. No, there's something wrong with my body.
What? What happened? Are you alright? You must be delirious because Koji can't understand a thing she's saying. Her gasps and wheezes, however, are enough to tell him that she's in unimaginable pain.
I'm rotting away. My skin is melting. My ear just came off.
She's not making any sense. Koji feels despair seize his heart in an iron grip. What is happening to Yo now, 100 kilometers away? Only her voice gives any hint of what she's going through. There's nothing he can do for her.
Help
Call the cops, Tsukaba. Call for help.
No! I can't let anyone see me like this.
Yo suddenly breaks into a violent hacking cough, as though trying to expel something filling her throat. Okay, hold on, I need to take a sip of water. Terrible time to be about to eat. True, true. Okay. Guess it was a bit too strong. Uh-oh. Bad time to be thirsty? What I don't during these streams. Fair enough. You know what? You said bad time to be thirsty, and now I have a bad aftertaste in my mouth. Fuck you, dude. That is mean. That's mean. My black cherry water usually tastes good. What the fuck? Suddenly, Yo breaks into a violent hacking cough. Oh, wait. Tsukaba! Koji screams into the phone, his reason overwhelmed by an unimaginable horror. Which is why he is unable to react when the phone is suddenly knocked from his hand, and why he also didn't notice Fuminori sneaking up on him until it was too late? What? Fuminori sieges Koji's lower jaw with his right hand, cutting off Koji's angry shout. Koji can hardly believe the strength of the smaller man's grip. His biggest mistake was leaning back against the well. Curse you, sudden but inevitable betrayal! His biggest mistake was leaning back against the well. There's nothing to grab onto as Fuminori pushes him backwards over the edge. He can only flail as his arms vainly against the air. He's well done now! Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching Loot Channel. I'll see you guys all later. Bye! Okay, sorry. Cue the audience laugh track. Epic stream. Thanks. No, come back! Koji soon loses his balance entirely. He feels a terrifying weightlessness as the world spins before his eyes. Before he can realize what has happened, his back strikes something with tremendous force. He thrashes wildly as cold, dirty water fills his mouth and freezes him to the core. Only when his fingers find the wall of the well is he able to regain his sense of direction and right himself. On his hands and knees in the mud, Koji vomits filthy water out of his lungs. Was this film... This Loot Channel episode was filmed live in front of a live studio audience. Yep. Fuminori! He tries to shout, but it comes out as a hoarse groan distorted by the echo in the cramped space. Bro? Bro really went hose over bros. That's crazy. What a foul betrayal. Fuminori's laughter, on the other hand, is as clear as a bell. Sorry for interrupting your call, he says scornfully. Here, I'll return this. Fuminori tosses Koji's phone into the well. Koji catches it just before it hits him in the face, but finds that the battery pack has been removed, rendering it useless. What the hell are you doing? This is no joke. It's a miracle that Koji's uninjured. He could have easily broken his neck. And just because he's not hurt doesn't mean that he's safe. Koji feels the inside of the well, searching for something to hold onto, but the mud-covered stone offers no purchase. It's obvious he won't be able to get out without help. Too bad the fall didn't kill you. Now you have to freeze to death. You really do have no luck, Koji. You can't be serious! Koji starts to say, but trails off as the pieces finally come together in his head. Today's sudden change in Fuminori's attitude. That smile always seemed malevolent. Fuminori hadn't been smiling at Koji, but at the thought of his friend's death. Why? He can't wrap his head around this turn of events. Why would Fuminori try to kill him? True, Fuminori had wanted Koji to stay out of his business, but is that really a motive for murder? It's not that I needed you dead right now exactly, but you might have become trouble later on. So I figured I might as well as take advantage of this remote location to... Well... Get it? Get it? Cause he's in a well. Get it? Bum. This episode of Blue Channel was recorded into a live studio audience. Might as well. You're doing this on. Might as well. You're doing this on a whim. Do you really need a reason to die? Fuminori replies coldly. He sounds truly amazed that Koji would ask such a thing. What makes you so special, Koji? People die for no reason at all. My parents did, and I almost followed them. You're crazy! Come up with your own reason, then. Why don't you? You'll have plenty of time down there. Fuminori disappears from view, leaving Koji alone in the darkness, with nothing to connect him with the outside world. Fuminori! Hey! Fuminori! Koji shouts at the top of his lungs, knowing beyond a doubt that if Fuminori leaves, all hope of rescue will vanish with him. I'm doing this on a well. And then he walks away. Oh, halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. And then the fucking well explodes behind Fuminori as he walks off into the distance. He did leave the voice message to the doctor. That is true. No one will ever hear him calling for help from the bottom of this mountain well. It's Tsukaba! She's in trouble! Hey, Fuminori, listen! Get me out of here! In his desperation, Koji no longer comprehends the futility of begging for mercy. No god or devil will answer him. His only hope is that Fuminori will have a change of heart. Praying for a miracle, he keeps calling Fuminori's name. Eventually, the sky grows dark at the bottom of the well. Koji can no longer make out the edge of the opening, and has long lost track of how many hours he has been screaming. Nevertheless, he continues to scream, for he knows that the despair silence brings will kill him. Thinks he's Sigma. Oh, what the hell? Is this 3D rendered? It looks 3D. It's cool, though. I fuck with it heavy. I feel great. The same feeling that you get when the last piece of a difficult puzzle slides smoothly into place. I've killed a man, and no one will ever know. It's a long way back to civilization, but neither the cold nor the exhaustion can ruin my good mood as I walk alone down the snow-covered mountain road. I was tempted to use Koji's car, but that would have introduced a flaw into the plan. I don't want anyone to connect me to his disappearance. The plan formed in my mind the moment I realized how remote the location was. Even if I couldn't find anything to lead me to Dr. Ogai, his absence would at least prove that the cabin had been utterly abandoned. In which case, it would be the perfect spot to take care of a problem. I knew coming all the way out to Tochigi wouldn't be a waste of time. I didn't even need to use the meat cleaver hidden under my jacket. A dry well. It's like fate itself provided me with the perfect setting. That idiot didn't even realize the danger he was in, and his phone call distracted him enough for me to take him by surprise. Now, one of two people whose questions might have caused trouble for me and Saya have vanished from the face of the earth. All that's left is to eliminate the other. Tsukaba Yo. I mustn't underestimate her just because she's less aggressive than Koji. Even she should be able to see a connection between the disappearances of her two friends. Oh, okay, so he probably does know that he ate Omi. Awkward! Suppose I should be thankful that it was Yo to whom Koji was talking on the phone. Yeah, Saya, don't worry, you and Saya are on the same page. She's already been taken care of. If he'd reported our location to a third party, I'd have to track down and eliminate that person too. Those that know. I'm a little worried about what they were discussing, but judging by how Koji was screaming into the phone, they probably weren't exchanging detailed information. Either way, I'd better get rid of Yo as soon as possible. After walking all night long, I finally reached the Nasu Flat station just as the trains start running. It only takes an hour to get back to Tokyo on the Limited Express. It's not enough time to rest, but I'm too wound up for that matter. Besides, I don't want to waste any time thinking up a way to kill you. Using the cabin again would be too dangerous, and I'm not sure how'd I get her out there in the first place. I just exploded in her face the other day. I doubt that she'll be as quick to trust me as Koji was, which means it'll be difficult to get her alone. I could ask Saya for her opinion, but even I have some pride. I want to show her that I'm a man who can take care of business. Actually, I think Saya's a man too, who takes care of business as well. Hola, buenas. Hello, Tata One en Kayo. Hello. Tata ichi kanji en Kayo. Habla japonés. Yeah, or hai skoshi. Mainly ego. Scene's gonna be where? Prepare the orb? Okay, I'm gonna just put the lorb up. Unfortunately, I'm unable to come up with anything before I get home. I suppose that I should just be proud of having dealt with Koji, the immediate threat. The search of Dr. Ogai's cabin was a bust, with no trace. Oh, not that soon? Okay. Of having been there, but I see no reason to be frustrated. Saya isn't all that concerned about the doctor's whereabouts, so looking for him is just something to satisfy my own curiosity. I'm home. It's morning, half a day later than I normally get home. Lu wa mecha nihongo umai yo. Nihonjin daikara. Hi! Hi, so desu ne. Wakatta.
Okaeri, Fuminori-san. Welcome home, Fuminori. Bangohan? Ya, ofuro ni hairu. Ya. Watashi.
That was bad, I think. That grammar was bad, but I think that's how you do it. And then you do... I think I fucked it up, but that's okay. I was close. I was close. Close enough. She throws her arms around my neck, her smile at least 20% brighter than usual. Sorry I'm late. There was a change of plans.
It's okay. I'm just about done with my preparations too.
Preparations? Sai responds to my confusion with a mischievous smile.
I'm getting a surprise ready for you.
What kind of surprise?
That's a secret. Anyway, aren't you tired? Do you want to eat or take a bath first?
I don't realize how hungry I am until Saya mentions it. I walked all night without a bite to eat, and now my stomach's emptiness becomes painfully clear. However, I can't sit down to a leisurely meal while covered in the dirt and sweat of the road. I'd like to grab a quick snack and get in a long hot bath first.
I thought you'd say that, so I got the bath ready. You must be cold after being out all night.
Yeah, I sure am. I'm amazed by Saya's foresight. She's always ready to give me what I want before I want it.
like you had a hard time.
While soaking in the bath together, I tell Saya about my adventure. Killing him was easier than I thought. The hard part was getting home. Yeah, good thing your hair is long. Yeah. Yeah. The heat of the bath is soothing, as is the sensation of Saya leaning against my chest as she massages the fatigue out of my stiff muscles. Ugh, I'm home. Contentment fills me. I don't even need to sleep to relieve my exhaustion. I missed the first hour. Was it explained why Fuminori sees Saya as a human? Aside from having brain damage, yeah, I don't think so. Not yet. Just like the living room and the bedroom, the bathroom is painted in the colors that Saya and I find pleasing. We left the entrance and hallway untouched just in case someone should see inside, so these 3 rooms are the only places I can relax in my own home. This is the first time I think we've seen him truly smile. I can't read Spanish, but I know what buenas noches means. Buenas noches! It was cold in the mountains, even for winter. I should have worn heavier clothing. Proof that Saya's trapping is true. Kani is happiness. He's going to bed. Ah! Oyasumi! Oyasumi, Tata Ichi-san! Yay! See? Oyasumi! Oyasumi mainichi! Wait, my hanichi. My hanichi. Yatta! Yay! Look at me being all good at Japanese. Be back soon. Good night. Look at me being all good at Japanese and stuff. Kind of. It was cold in the mountains even for winter. Oh, I was afraid I'd freeze to death when it got dark.
Why didn't you just take that Koji person's clothes?
I pushed him into a well, remember? His clothes were with him at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Saya laughs and sticks her tongue out bashfully.
So now there's just that Tsukuba girl to worry about.
She's the only person I can think of who connects me to Koji's disappearance. After I take care of her, we can finally relax. Saya glances at me over her shoulder like she knows something I don't. She does! Fuminori, Saya has a penis. She has a lot of penis size. Peni.
Have you already thought of a way to kill her?
Well, I've been thinking about it, but I haven't come up with anything yet. I was hoping that you might have some ideas.
Leave it to me.
She says, grinning with the unusual confidence.
I've got ways you'd never dream of. It's as good as done.
Really?
Okay. It should be ready by now.
Saya's voice is full of anticipation. She rises from the bath.
Come on. I have something to show you.
Ah!
Close your eyes and don't open them until I say so. Okay?
Finger on orb. Orb is deployed. Okay. I have no idea what's going on, but I do as Saya says, and I close my eyes. She takes my hand and leads me up the stairs. As I wonder what she has in store for me, the sound of crying reaches my ears. I stiffen. Saya, is someone here?
No peeking!
She admonishes me, then strokes my arm soothingly.
Don't worry. There's no danger.
All right. Little by little, the crying grows louder. I can hear the misery and pain in every choked sob. At first, I'm amazed that Saya would let someone in our house after what happened 2 days ago, but then I realize something is strange. Isn't Saya the only one whose voice can carry such clear emotion to me? Oh, no! Oh, the misery. Saya, what the fuck did you do to her? Although my eyes are still closed when Saya leads me into the bedroom, my ears tell me that there is someone only a few feet away. And yet, I smell none of the human body odor that normally turns my stomach.
Okay, time to say hello. Open your eyes.
We got a new couch, honey! Oh no! I open my eyes, and I'm struck dumb by what I see. Tsukuba Yo's. Oh my god, that's her human form. Oh, fuck. Tsukuba Yo is curled up on the floor, with not a scrap of clothing to cover her shivering body. When I first lay eyes upon her naked flesh, I am entranced by the sensuality of her generous— Oh my god. Bro immediately goes into— oh my god, she's sexy. Far more mature than I would have expected from her usual pure and innocent appearance. What are we seeing? Explain in detail. I think I'll just show you, honestly. I think it's fine to show. There's not really— it's just skin. It's not, like, there's no genitalia. There's no genitalia, so I think it's fine to show. I think the only time it was bad was when the boobie happened. For now, take caution, Rabbit. Okay, I'm taking caution. My hand is on the Lord deployment button. Alright. I'm entranced by the generous, far more mature than I would have expected from her usual and pure, innocent appearance. Take a screenshot and post and remember. It's true. Wait, forget about that. Why is she in my bedroom naked? Moreover, why is she?
Well, how does she look to you?
She's beautiful, but why can I? It doesn't make sense. This is the Tsukuba Yo I remember, not the putrid creature whose actions I found so unbearable after the accident. My senses recognize her as the human that she is.
This girl loves you, you know.
I do know. But I never told Saya that. How did she find out?
So I decided to change her body into one that you can love back.
Saya pauses to gauge my reaction, then continues with a satisfied nod.
I made her like me.
What? How? I still don't understand why Saya chose Yo, but this last statement is even more baffling. She changed Yo?
Don't you remember what I said the other day? I can mold the bodies of other living things.
Yes, I remember. She claimed to have done something to Suzumi's brain. I didn't doubt her sincerity then, but I suppose that some part of me thought she was exaggerating. I hadn't even seen her handiwork firsthand. But no. It was a big change this time. Not like the little tweak I had made to the man next door. But this is how my abilities are really— Oh, wait.
It was a big change this time, but not like the little tweak I made to the man next door. But this is how my abilities are really meant to be used. This was my first time doing it, though.
Is this really Yo? Yo finally notices my presence and turns her head to face me. I see a faint glimmer of recognition in her glassy, unfocused eyes. Her features are exactly as I remember them. Incredible. This is far beyond cosmetic surgery. Once a twisted creature, unrecognizable as human, Yo is now the very image of human femininity. There's no similarity between what she was and what she is, which can only mean that she's become something utterly inhuman. Oh no! Because it said her skin was melting off! Oh no! No! What the fuck? Yeah, Saya's Nidorariing herself! What the hell? Oh, Saya! Oh, you were so based for the cannibalism and the yandariness and the rape, but oh my god, as soon as you go into Nidorare, I draw the, okay, you know what? Cannibalism, rape, cool. I draw the line at cucking. Cucking is where I draw the line. Is she even alive still? I think she's alive, yeah. This is an allegory for rape. You become something different after it. Awkward. There is no similarity between what she was and what, oh. More like a new pet. As the monster she is, not as Fuminori does. Oh no.
No one on this planet knows more about biology of Homo sapiens than I do.
Saya declares, her voice full of pride for her first creation.
I've studied a lot.
Studied? It literally happened, lol. Yeah. Yeah. Studied? How did you learn this? Who taught you? When? She couldn't have learned it from Dr. Ogai. No teacher on Earth could have imparted such knowledge or skill.
Come on. Don't you remember what you've been giving me every night?
Saya blushes.
That's like a blueprint for the human body. I can decipher it and then bend it to my will.
What is she really? I've accepted that she isn't human, but there's more to her than that. Saya is something that far transcends my species.
It was my first time though, so I might have messed up a little.
When Saya approaches, Yo trembles and tries to crawl away, but is only able to flail her arms and legs wildly. It's like she doesn't know how to move her own body. And the only sounds coming out of her mouth are frightened moans. She can't talk.
Yeah, Saya says in mild disappointment. I guess the change broke her mind. I mean, it did take a whole 20 hours. She must have suffered a lot. I feel kinda bad.
What the fuck? Yo looks up at me pleadingly, as though begging me to save her. She is no longer able to ask for help, though, or even call my name. An ironic mind break tag, oh no.
Well,
Saya asks, her eyes shining with anticipation.
do you like her?
I am at a loss for how to respond. What do you mean, like her?
You said you wanted family and friends, didn't you? That's why I got you this present.
Her innocent explanation only confuses me further. Present? Come on, she's not a dog.
There's not much difference. Her head is totally empty.
I'm happy that Saya wants to please me, but she could use a little more common sense. It's not that. Holding a person captive is probably a lot harder than you think. That is so interesting that she's being compared to a dog, and she has had a collar on this whole time. That is fucking wild, man.
Don't worry about it. Look, I have her chained up.
The only thing preventing Yo from being totally naked is the leather collar around her neck. I have no idea where Saya got it from, but it's the kind of dog collar that would be sold in any pet store. The chrome chain is fastened to one of the bedposts. Yo tries to get away again, but Saya sends her sprawling with a tug of the chain. Yo tumbles to the floor, squealing in pain. Her actions are those of an unintelligent animal, just as Saya said. Oh, man.
She doesn't have the brains to escape or get help. See? There's nothing for you to worry about.
Saya has a point. Was racking my brain for a plan to kill Yo, but now my problem has been solved in a way that I could never have imagined. If a normal person looks on her now, they'll probably see no trace of the old Yo. And if she has no memories and can't even speak, then it's perfect. Saya killed Yo without even taking her life. Though there's still more of the problem of what she means by giving Yo to me.
You're not happy?
Saya asked dejectedly, her confidence suddenly gone.
Did I misunderstand again? Is this a problem for you?
No, but...
I can take good care of her all by myself. I won't let her make things difficult for you. So, can she stay? Please?
That's not it. The last thing I want is to reject the symbol of Saya's affection. But how can I explain to Saya why I'm trying not to look at the naked woman writhing on the floor? Oh my god, he's horny. It's not that. Yo is the first human figure besides Saya that I've seen in the 3 months since the accident. And she's a woman. A woman positively glowing with voluptuous feminine beauty. Of course I'm happy, but I also can't ignore the voice of reason that's telling me not to be. I'm happy, really. I know where this is going! Honey, can I shag our new dog? But if I show how pleased I am, I'm worried that you'll...
Huh?
Saya looks puzzled, as though she had absolutely no idea what I'm getting at. I mean, look. She's still a girl, right? Don't you balk at the thought of me living with another girl? After considering this briefly, Saya finally seems to understand what I'm trying to say.
Of course not. You worry too much.
Maybe I am worrying too much, although I'm pretty sure that I'm just showing the consideration of any man who's sworn his love to a woman would show. And maybe Saya doesn't understand that a man faced with a woman's naked body can't help but react regardless of his feelings. Saya cool with threesome and Nido Rare. Interesting. Gives the okay for harem route.
How funny. You really are one of a kind.
Yeah?
I only did this so she could please you. If you like her and enjoy spending time with her, then I'll be happy too. You have nothing to be shy about.
I hate to say this, but I struggle to find the right words to express my true feelings. Men are, well, really depraved creatures, and I mean, Yo's body has features that yours doesn't, right? So, even though it's nothing like my love for you, I can't help but, get aroused. With each word that I squeeze from my lips, Saya's grin grows wider and wider, until finally she starts shaking with laughter.
I know.
Saya exclaims jovially, patting my shoulder with one hand and wiping tears from her eyes with the other.
There's no reason to be ashamed of your natural male instincts.
Are you sure? I ask again, as though trying to force her to say no. Oh, what the fuck? Ooh. Saya answers me with a smile, whose like I have never seen before. It's calm, so terribly calm. And there's something bewitching about the soft set of her lips that sets it apart from her usual bright, childish expression.
You and I are lovers, and Tsukaba Yo is our pet. She'll be reminded of that when we play with her. Every day, from now on.
What the fuck? Saki Saka House turned into a Diddy party, and Saya's Diddy. I finally know why Saya chose Yo, for the venom in her voice and smile does not escape me. Although she can no longer answer, if asked, Yo would have surely have chosen death over this fate, and it is for that very reason Saya visited upon her. How wicked and terrible Saya is. Perhaps others would fear and loathe her. I, however, find her malevolence irresistibly charming. The horrifying cruelty of what she has done on Yo is so very human. Though her shape may be different, her soul is the same as ours. When I look upon Yo's wretched form, I see the intensity and passion of Saya's love for me, for the flames that have consumed Yo are fueled by that very love. Oh, I love Saya! Oh, this is so good! Oh, this is so good! She's perfect! fuck, she's so perfect. If we took out the cucking, it'd be perfect. Oh god, she's so perfect. This is good. Yes, this is great. She's so fucked up, but she's so beautiful. She's so fucked up, but god, is she... I want her so bad. I want her to ruin me. I want her to take my mind and break me. I find myself enthusiastically accepting Saya's present. Do you like this pet too?
Yeah. She's really pretty, and she feels good to touch.
So you'll enjoy playing with her too, right? I don't have to hold back, do I?
Of course I will.
Grinning happily, Saya grabs the chain and pulls Yo to her feet.
Try touching her, Fuminori. She's really nice and soft.
Okay. As Yo looks up with me with teary, pleading eyes, I approach and let my gaze roam freely over her lush body and ripe breasts. I am gonna deploy the lorb. Oh. I run my fingers through her hair, finding it as smooth as Saya's. Enjoying the feel, I continue to caress Yo's head. Her feel for her expression softens a little. Perhaps she remembers me in some part of her mind, and even believes now that I will be kind to her. How foolish. Yep, alright, and there it is. Holy moly. Great googly moogly. Great googly moogly, her breasticles. Posted in members? Yes. Great googly moogly, chat. Great googly moogly. Alright. I will post it in members chat. Oh, it got blocked! My own shit got blocked by the server. Alright, I guess we're not. I guess you can just look up the CG. Just look up the CG. Fuminori is currently squeezing Yo's breasticles, and she looks like she's moaning, but I don't know if it's out of like pain or pleasure. Anyways. Semi-sentience. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up. But honestly, it's beautiful in a way. Think about it. Fuminori and Saya love each other so much that they're willing to do this. What, Lucy's? Yeah, I see Booby. Here, I will describe it in detail. She's sweating, and his hands are cupping her breasts, but they're gripping onto them a bit. And his finger is pushing down on her nipple, sort of. And the rope for her collar is going in between her breasts while her mouth is agape and her eyes are shut. And the collar is red. And she's blushing. I stop stroking her hair and calmly seize both of her breasts. She flinches in pain at the sudden rough treatment, but I ignore her and continue to knead her breast as my lust demands. They're incredibly soft. When I squeeze them, it's like my fingers are being sucked inside. The tears in Yo's eyes cause a new sadistic desire to well within me. She must not have been sufficiently prepared, as her choked screams like that of a dying animal. In fact, it reminds me of how Suzume screamed when I stabbed him with my knife.
Looks painful.
Saya says, peering curiously at Yo's tear-streaked face.
Is she pleasing you?
You could say that. The hypnotic quivering of her thighs as she trembles beneath me, her breasts heaving like storm-tossed ships. The sights and sensations are enough to stimulate my basest lusts, and the night has only just begun. Later, as I lie on my bed drained of energy, I think we're good to sip. It skips the weird scene. It skips the H scenes in this, I'm pretty sure. I consider what my life will be like from now on. Saya is resting in my arms. Yo is curled up on the floor. Yesterday, I could not have imagined that the three of us would be a family. A new home, new food, a new family. All granted to me by Saya. She has selflessly led me from the brink of death to find new joy amid despair. And I too have changed. I have killed 2 people with my own hands, and made a third my mindless slave. Yet despite all that I have done, I am still able to sleep peacefully. Without a doubt, I am no longer the Sakisaka Fuminori I once was. How far will Saya take me? What will I become? I feel somewhat unsure, though I'm not discouraged about the unknown world into which we are heading, and so, while playing with Saya's hair, I ask, Saya, what are you? I don't expect an answer. If Saya is asleep or doesn't want to respond, I won't mind. Saya lifts her head, however, and draws my gaze into the deep pools of her eyes.
It's kind of hard to explain.
She thinks for a while, searching for the right words, then says simply,
You know the dandelion flower? The one that scatters its seeds on the wind.
Yeah?
The wind carries those fluffy seeds far, far from where they were born. What if one of them ends up in a desert where not even a single blade of grass is growing? If you can imagine how that lone seed will feel, then you might be able to understand me.
So I don't know if she's made in a lab or some type of alien or some type of species that exists on Earth but just doesn't exist in this area? I don't know. As I consider Saya's answer, she continues her story.
That seed is still a baby flower. If it does its best, it can even turn a desert into a garden. Maybe that little seed.
She's a sunflower when she'll sing. Ah, right, my bad.
Maybe that little seed will decide to thrive. Maybe it will decide to grow and multiply, so it can turn the whole desert into a field of dandelions. What do you think? What do you think can give it the strength to do so?
What? I whisper entranced. Saya smiles softly and caresses my cheek.
All it needs is to be loved by just one person in the whole desert. All it needs to be told is how pretty dandelions are.
The loving touch of her slender fingers filled me with peace and joy.
I love you.
I pull her into my chest, silently nodding.
Stay with me forever. Never leave my side.
I promise. Basking in the soft warmth of our love for each other, we sink into the oblivion of sleep. Oh my god! Well, chat, how much farther do we have how much more do we have in this visual novel? I know it's been about 6 hours, so, but I'm only asking because I'm hungry and I haven't had food yet. And I can probably save it for a third stream, maybe, depending on how long it is. How much longer do we have left to go? Do you guys know? Around 2 more hours? Okay, I'll just leave it for another stream then. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. I am gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching Song of Saya with me. Go consume. Yeah, I'm gonna go consume some calories because the only thing I've had to eat today is a bagel. So I'm gonna go consume some calories. Frowny face. I'm sorry. But in the meantime, I might be on the Minecraft server later tonight if you guys want to hang out. Probably won't be doing anything, just building my house, but you know, I'll still be there. So, thank you, Lewis. It's very disturbing. Good. I hope you're disturbed. Saya's love. Why would you be disturbed? Saya loves you. Saya loves you. She made you. She went to all this trouble to get such an amazing gift for you, and you don't love her? For shame. For shame. She loves you so much, and you treat her with that kind of disrespect. Good stream, and many thanks, Lou. Of course. Thank you for the $10. There should be enough for 1 dozen eggs for you. Thank you so much for the $10. What the fuck? Thank you so much for the $10 loot tax. Thank you. What the fuck? Ah! What the hell? for 1 dozen eggs for you. Yeah, eggs are that expensive nowadays, aren't they? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Thank you! Arigato! Thank you, thank you. Kani no uta stream. Of course, of course. Bro is willing to doom human race for Kani. Reasonable, honestly. Fuminori is very reasonable. So I did nothing wrong. True, true. She's just populating. Realistically, ain't that bad. Depends if you buy used, I guess. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. This is disgusting me. Few other things can. Good, good. All right, chat. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And tomorrow, depending on how I feel, I might do a small karaoke. It might be members only. I don't know. I'm not sure, because I kind of low-key just want to chill and hang out, to be honest with you. So, yeah. But, I think that's about it for today. Other than if I do a karaoke stream tomorrow, I will not be streaming for the rest of this week. I have some plans to go home to visit Mama Rabbit. And so, because of that, I have a club meeting tomorrow and stuff that I have to go to as well, and some classwork that I need to finish up. But I should be back next week with streams, so no worries. No worries, 21 Pi Loots members karaoke. Honestly, that would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. I would really appreciate that. Consume the raw flesh of tuna fish. Yippee! Of course, of course. Rip non-gangrene gang members. Yeah! You should become members. Become members today. Become members. Become members. Become members. Coming out with me. Coming out with me. Coming out. Coming out. Coming out. Yep. 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 Oh my gosh, wait. Okay. All right, chat. But with that being said, go ahead and like the video. Here, I'll give you something to comment about. Do you think Fuminori is justified in what he's doing? Would you do it for Saya? Would you do it for Saya? Would you? Or is Fuminori fucking crazy and this game is disgusting? Become a member and see the cute members art. Yeah. Plap, 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 plap. Get green, get green, get green. Become green, become green, become green, become green. Become a part of the gangrene gang. If I ever rebrand to be like Mortician Bunny, Gangrene Gang would be such a funny name for the members. Actually, have you given your free memberships? Holy shit, I haven't. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Can you even do that anymore? Membership. I totally forgot that I can do that. Holy shit. I'm gonna give 5 memberships. Here you go, guys. I totally forgot that that's the thing I can do. And I'll give 5 more. Oh my god. I totally forgot that that's something I can do. Dude, you just reminded me. Thank you. Anyways, hi guys. If you're seeing this and you just got membered and you just got a notification in your membership bar, I may be doing a members karaoke tomorrow. So join. Called conscription. Who cares what it's called? I'm cute. It doesn't matter. I can break laws. I already do what he does for Saya. Based. Got my first member this way. Whoa. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. I lead others to treasures beyond my reach. Alright, chat. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Chat, I will see you all later. Oyalami! Oyalami! Ba-ba-ba-ba-bye! Ka-chow! Oyalami! Ba-ba-ba-ba-bye!